Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, which is the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all comments, all questions Manchester United related, please, people. Benjamin SESKO. Will Manchester United make a bid for him? Reports are stating that he is indeed the number one target. We've also been linked to Nicholas Jackson as well, but it seems that Benjamin Sesko, this is only according to reports today, he's been internally discussed, and he seems to be the player that has been marked as the number one target. So will Manchester United make a bid? Is it a good sign? And this is a player who divides opinions as well. Of course, we've been linked to Nicholas Jackson, also been linked to Ollie Watkins as well. Apologies on the slight lateness, people, but it's because there was some work being done on my house, and then the Wi-Fi was playing up and other things, so that's why I'm slightly late. But I'm hoping everyone's enjoying their Monday start to the week. Make sure it's productive, attack it, all that good stuff. Shoot that shot at that girl, you know what I'm saying? Go shoot your shot at your crush, go DM her, or if you're in the workplace, go approach her and see what she's saying, people. But run up the likes first and foremost. Big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you run up the likes first and foremost. Hit that like button on the video, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after. It's so important you do that. Pay the tax when you enter the city of sarcasm. So hit the like button, share across all the socials at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter/X, also on Instagram. So please share across all socials. And just as important, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, people. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sarcasm City TV. Is road to, what is the next subscriber mark? I've not even checked. Obviously, overall road to 16,000 subscribers, but we do the mini targets as well. But big up, keep, like I said, all comments, questions, Manchester United related. Big up to United Kai, big up Punish Sam, big up Warrior J, Destiny, Sai as well. Let me bring in some of the gang as well. King is in the building, Eddie is in the building. What you man saying, man? You man good?
Big up Flawless, big up Eddie. Yeah, man. Big up both of you, man. We got a lot to chop into, bro. You get me? We got a lot, you know what I mean? We got a lot to chop into. You get me? So
there really, really is. Eddie, what are you saying, fam?
I'm cool, man.
I just seen your name, yo.
You feel me? Freedom. I've been the real freedom fighter before it was fashionable. You feel me? The real freedom fighter. I was fighting for this day to say this bum is off my club. And at the same time, to look at all of his supporters and ask, do you have no shame? Do you have no shame? You people online talking about he's going to kill it. Manchester United made a mistake. Okay, ask Aston Villa how that worked out. Talk soon.
Let him talk, man.
Well, we weren't going to start there, but since you eloquently put it, Eddie, we'll go there. And for those that can't see Eddie's name underneath his name on the screen, it says Rashford freed day 2. But this is on Marcus Rashford, of course, who made his loan move to Barcelona, with Barcelona paying 100% of his wages. And here saying Barcelona's option to buy, so it's not obligation. Barcelona's option to buy Marcus Rashford next summer is 35 million euros, which is 30 million pounds. Thoughts on it, Eddie? Talk to us. Thoughts on the Rashford loan move since you mentioned it, and the response, because it's been very... I've seen the response has definitely been split. That's what I'd say from Manchester United fans. Floor's yours, fam. Floor's yours.
I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting because we're just closer. We're just closer, people. Now, I understand. I guess I'll try to the frustration with the deal. Not that I support the frustration for the deal, because again, the main thing is he's not here this year. We're not covering a large percentage of his wages.
They're paying 100% of his wages from.
People are acting as though we haven't seen something like this before. Lukaku, for example, had multiple loan deals before somebody came in and actually bought him. Now here we are with Rashford. We're at the same impasse. Look, people think that it's all down to the manager as to why Rashford has not been playing well. But if you watch Manchester United, Rashford never plays well. He just had goals, like another person who I wish was out of this club, that cover up how bad of a player he actually is. People, he had to go. He did not want to be there. People acting like he loves Manchester United and this and that. I'm sure he loves Manchester because he's from there. That's hometown. But to sit here and act like he loves United when we've seen the effort he put forth, come on now. Be real with yourselves, man. He is not the player that you fight 2-0 for to stay. He's just not. The sooner y'all realize that, the sooner you actually start to see what real football is like. Now, I know it's hard to see what real football is like with this manager, but this is it. We had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
We had to start somewhere. Somebody had to be the representation of a new era at United, where I don't see players who have been cultivating this losing mentality for years. And he's one of them. So, long may it continue. Next on the list is, I think Rashford he was like top, might have been number one. Oh, anyway. But yeah, the next person to get out of here, Alejandro Garnacho.
Oh, we'll talk about it. We will definitely get to Alejandro Garnacho.
Once we move here,
Yeah.
we'll have more to say.
That's fair. And to punish Sam before we get King's thoughts on it shortly and quickly, brother's going to hold bench at Barca. I think he will. But I think that's actually the move for him over there. That's why I think he'll do well. I think if you're an elite level side, which Barcelona are competing on all fronts for the biggest honors, Rashford off the bench, especially in that league with his athleticism, I think he'll do fine over there. And I just call you, I call you G. Big up to you. He says, did we scam Barca or they scam us for the Rashford deal? I think all parties are happy with the deal.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I think Rashford's happy with the deal. I think the buying club, quote unquote, in this, the buying club, quote unquote, is happy with this deal. And the selling club, quote unquote, is happy with this deal. I think all parties are. Would I prefer the full transfer? Absolutely. Would I prefer the full transfer? However, this is if it was a loan deal, how the percentage of the wage Manchester United paying would be one thing I would look at, and then secondly, the option to buy, even though I would prefer the obligation. So overall, not an absolute terrible deal. And cause I didn't get back to you because I was running around, I was trying to sort out my Wi-Fi and other things. But big up to you. I'm gonna hit you back in the email. But big up, appreciate I appreciate you hitting the like button. I appreciate you subscribing. Big up every time. No hard feelings whatsoever, man. We just discussing football. You already know. Big up, man.
Yeah.
King, what you saying? Thoughts on the Rashford deal?
Yeah, like on the Rashford, you know what I mean. Like Eddie said, I've been waiting a long time as well, fam. You know what I'm saying for this Rash Bandicoot to go. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, like I didn't think he would go before Garnacho. I thought it would be like a deadline thing, a deadline day thing, near around there. But 30 mil, obviously I would have liked to buy back. I would have liked obligation to buy, but I knew that Man United wasn't going to probably get that, because obviously we're not the A side in all negotiations, we're the B side, so we have to take what we are given. So yeah, I'm happy, and obviously I hope he balls out of Barcelona. Obviously, shout out Omar BYT, you know what I mean? Shout out Omar for the, you know what I mean, for the loan. You know what I'm saying? Both parties are happy, and hopefully he balls out at Barcelona, so then they can pay. You know what I mean? So they can pay the buyback option. Hopefully, if he plays well, but. Yeah, like on the Rashford thing, I'm happy with it, but there's a lot of business that we still have to do. Like Eddie said, we have to get Garnacho out. Obviously, we've been linked with the goal. We've been linked with this Belgian goalkeeper. Like I don't know a lot about him.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that, but yeah, but after watching, because obviously, like Flawless said, Flawless doesn't watch pre-season, but yeah, like after watching the Leeds game, the only reason why I watched the Leeds game was to see like certain new players like Diego Leon, and to see Cunha, and to see like obviously Mantorto came on the tour as well. So I wanted to see it
Oh, did he go?
if the,
Okay, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, but yet again, our midfield literally it was the same old shit basically. Like our midfield got ran through by Leeds United's midfield, and this sensational great manager Ruben Fraud Amorim came out and said we need more pace in midfield. And he also said that and they said that they also needed a progressive midfielder.
I
Well,
didn't know he said the second part. Did he
yeah,
say that too?
that's what. Yeah, he
I didn't
said
know
the second part. Yeah, he said United needed a
Bro,
progressive midfielder. Yeah,
this guy is trying to piss me off on my life.
yeah, yeah.
He's really
So
trying to make me
you,
crash out.
so great,
I'm gonna
so
blow up
great,
this whole shit, yo, in my life. No way did he say
bro.
the progressive midfielder part. I knew about the first part about the saying we lack pace all across the pitch, especially
Yeah,
in the midfield, but I didn't know about the progressive
because
midfield.
when I searched it,
So what does the guy do who you beg to keep then, if that's the case?
yeah,
If you
yeah,
don't
but you had a guy right there, bro. Yeah,
what does he offer in there? All right, okay.
yeah, you had a guy right there, bro. You could have sold for 100 million plus 300k, but obviously you did not. You and Ineos did not want to sell the guy, so you're gonna die on that sword, bro. You know what I mean? When I saw the news, bro, you know what I'm saying, bro. My rage levels went up, fam. You know what I'm saying? It will Goku Super Saiyan against Frieza, fam. You know what I'm saying? It will
No,
go.
it's crazy. I was actually watching that. I was watching because it popped up on my feed. I was watching a clip of that actually when them two was
Yeah,
fighting still.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the quote because I searched the quote because I was like, no way, this guy said this, and then I searched I searched the quote up, and he also said that he also said that they needed a progressive midfielder as well to break through the lines. He also said that United needed also a progressive midfielder, and you come to the conclusion in the first preseason game when you've seen it all last season. Like, you know what I'm saying, and it's like yeah, and it's like my rage levels when I saw it was Goku Super Saiyan against Frieza, fam. That's how highly the rage levels was. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Frank,
look at this guy, man. Shout out to Leon, man. This joke, man.
Leon, you know what I mean? Franklin from Snowfall, fam. You know when Franklin.
I'm saying Leon here. This is his channel, Unleash Sports. Shout out to Leon talking about
Shout out
Leon,
bro.
Leon, man.
Leon
Bro,
trolling,
King
man.
of the running club. You feel me? King of the running club.
Yeah, yeah, do this thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, do this thing.
Yeah.
Before, hey, let me get to Sheik. Hey, Sheik, what you saying first?
Yeah,
I see some of them
man.
Some of them baddies on that running club. I be running too.
Yeah, I seen Garnacho, Bruno part of that running club too. I seen pictures of them there as well. You know, that is what it is. But yeah, I'm doing good,
top of the group.
I'm doing good, man. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to King, Eddie. Shout out to you, followers. Big up the chat. Make sure you guys are running up the likes. Thoughts on Rashford?
Rashford. That's where we started because Eddie had mentioned it right at the start, so we started with the Rashford news and the loan before we get into everything else.
Yeah, I think like you said, like people were saying, like good deal for both clubs involved. I mean, let's just be honest. Like his time here hasn't been the best in the last couple of seasons. Everyone, including myself, wanted him out. I just think it's chapter closed. Do I hate the guy? No, I wish him the best. I've been a fan of him. There was one point at time where I was a fan of him. I still have a kit of him as well. And he's going to Barcelona. He's going to a La Liga Champions. So he's technically getting a level up than us currently at this moment. Loan deal. Good thing about it is that they're covering the entire wages. Like I still can't believe that they are, but they're covering the entire wage. So like 300K, something that he was supposed to be paid by us this season, now is going to be covered by them. So wish him the best.
It's a pay cut as well. Rashford's taking a 15% pay cut as well.
Yeah, so he took a 15% pay cut. I don't think he's gonna start there week in, week out. Like, I still think Rafinha starts there for Barcelona. But yeah, like, I think good deal for him. And it's main thing for us is, okay, now that we've cleared out his wages, we have some money to go for us to go and spend. So go and get that midfielder, go and get that striker, go get that midfielder. That's something that you have to get. You have to get right too. Because
Yeah,
just like how King was talking about the preseason game, I don't really care too much about preseason because I've seen us win. I think Ten Hag's first season, I saw us win almost damn near every single preseason game, and then we lost the
yeah,
first two games of the season like horribly. Lost to Brentford like 4-0 away. So preseason to me doesn't technically, like, I don't think it matters a little too much. Like, maybe towards the latter games where he's starting, he'll put out the team that I think he's probably going to start with. That's when I'll kind of tune into it. But yeah, it's just preseason's more so for fitness. Preseason's more so for getting back into shape for the Premier League and match fitness and all those type of things. But the stuff that he's been talking about is crazy though. Like
it's
the whole
crazy.
progressive midfielder stuff and all that type of stuff. But I think we'll get into that. But yeah, the Rashford news, happy for the guy, man. Like go on and shine in Barcelona. Chapter here is closed. I wish the deal was an obligation rather than just a buy option, but I think the buy option will eventually, I don't know. We'll see. It'll probably get triggered.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like 40 million, the same price that we've been seeing for him for the past like couple
Yeah,
of
it's 30. It's 30 because it is 30 because United tried to get it to 50, but Barcelona was like, no. Barcelona was like, no, we don't want a 50 mil buyback option. The less that we will accept is 30. And then
yeah.
obviously they negotiated 30, and then obviously they accepted 30, and obviously Rashford's taking a 15% pay cut, and that means that he will be on like 255 like K a week. So Barcelona will be paying like all of that
Yeah,
basically.
man, 40, 50, 30, 20. It's like, all
Yeah.
right, just trigger that buy option when you can. But yeah, good for him, man. No hard feelings towards Marcus Rashford, to be honest. Just didn't work out here. It's not like I have the same energy for him like I have for Rasmus Højlund or Alejandro Garnacho. So it is what it is, man. Like, yeah, good luck to him, and we move. Chapter closed. We move. That's
We
Shout to
really
move
close.
on.
Big up Jez, big up Taz, big up everyone that's tapped in. Shouts to everyone tapped in, and we'll stay with you. Actually, she can go to the
yes.
title. Actual video. Benjamin Sesko is deemed. He's been discussed. I think it was someone put it in the back again. Chat about Benjamin Sesko being discussed by Vavell and by the Manchester United hierarchy. Someone who divides opinion. Arsenal fans, when they was linked with him, divided opinion. It seems in Manchester United fans, he also divides opinion. Where do you stand with Benjamin Sesko? And if anyone in the chat has any information on it, please drop it in the chat as well. For
Yeah,
anything from Romano, Ornstein, any reliable sources. Go on.
Benjamin Sesko, yeah, it's a strange one because it's someone that whose name has been popping up for the past like couple of days. I'm not sure whether he's just someone on a short list of strikers because pretty much since we signed
Well, you carry on just 1 second. I changed the title, just refresh the screen. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, pretty much since like after the Mbeumo deal, when we got that tweet from Fabrizio that we were immediately looking for a striker and all that type of stuff. I think maybe that's why Sesko's name has popped up. I'm not sure whether we've spoken to him. I'm not sure whether we've spoken to Leipzig. I'm not sure whether I think it's just us exploring the deal. One thing I'll say off the bat is he's not going to be cheap, and just based off of the monetary value of the player, I don't think we should sign him because he's going to cost a lot. He's probably going to be upwards of 70 to 80 again. Because again, this is.
Let me ask you if it was 40, are you for it? Let's say it was 40, 50 million, for example.
40, I'm for it because what can go wrong with 40, to be honest? We can end up selling him if it doesn't work out. I don't think we'd put him on stupid wages. Again, he's better than Rasmus Højlund. So it's like, technically, yes, I would be okay to taking him. How I see him as a player, though, is I see him as a more fine-tuned Rasmus Højlund. A more physical, taller Rasmus Højlund, someone who's, I guess you could say, aerially better. He's better shot creation, better striker of the ball than Rasmus Højlund. I just don't think we should be spending that much money on him, to be honest. And I think we can do fine with other players like that I have been mentioning. I would take a Watkins over him currently at this moment. I would take a Mateta over him currently at this moment. I just think that's where we currently stand. I understand why Arsenal fans didn't want to sign SESKO because they're trying to win a league. We're not trying to win a league technically at this moment. We're more so trying to get on some sort of level playing field, but then we're putting ourselves in a situation where we're looking to try to get the best of a young striker and potential this and that. So I don't think we should try to delve into that. I think putting again like emphasis on why I think Cunha and Mbeumo is such a good deal is that having those two players around whichever striker that we do end up getting is a big plus. So a lot of the pressure that SESKO, if SESKO does join, for him to try to create for himself, for him to try to score the goals and all that type of stuff, I don't think he would really have that issue because we have Cunha and Mbeumo around him. However, 13 league goals, I think, in 33 Bundesliga games, and this is Bundesliga that we're talking about, is not that impressive to me. And I'm not fazed by him. I'm not moved by SESKO. When the whole Arsenal talk was going on between Gyökeres and SESKO, I said it even then that Arsenal are better off getting Gyökeres than getting SESKO. But that's really it. It's like the question that you said at 40 million, I wouldn't mind getting him at 40 million. I just don't think we should be paying as much as Leipzig would be asking for him. And I know it's going to be a lot. It's going to be upwards of 70 million pounds, not even euros, because they're looking at like 80 to 90 million. That's what I first heard. So we'll see how much like he's actually going to cost and whether this deal is actually really progressing or not. I just know that we're like on a short list of strikers. We're thinking of a lot of different players. Like Watkins is one. I know Nicholas Jackson is one that's popped up recently. I know SESKO is part of that as well. So we'll see in terms of like concrete detail, like concrete negotiations with any of these clubs and any of these players that we do try to sign. But currently, for me, just not worth it. Like really, really not worth it. Let's say we're going to spend around 70 to 80 million for him. Go get an Ivan Toney, go get a Mateta. That gives us two striking options then and there. Go get a Mateta, try to get a Wisa. That gives us two striking options in there with that same amount of money. I'm just naming some random names. There are probably some other names out there too, but how about go get a midfielder and then go get a Mateta, like with that same amount of money that we're probably going to spend for SESKO. And I just think that's the biggest priority currently at this moment is not so looking at potential of a player, trying to get someone who you know what you're getting when you sign him. And you know that there's some sort of track record for him, not specifically even in the Premier League. Like it could be an experienced player from a different league as well. But that's, I think, what we need to focus on. We're not trying to make that jump again to try to get to top four, to try to get to, to become a title challenging, side. I think we're just trying to get to some level playing field, scoring goals, having some sort of identity, having consistent performances. And I think that's where we need to start from. And I just don't think it's enough. Like it's worth spending that much money on Benjamin SESKO, to be honest. So that's where I stand. Yeah.
Eddie, what you say? Even though I already know what Eddie's gonna say, let's go. I already know. I know you well enough, Eddie. Thoughts on Benjamin?
I wouldn't pay $5 for the brother.
I knew it.
And they talking about 80 million.
I knew it.
Are you serious?
I knew it, yo.
Are you serious? Like, listen, man. This guy, I you know what it is? We got something called DEI out here, Flawless.
Mm.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to the type of signings that we've been having.
Mm.
A lot more melanated than usual. This is my theory. To appease some of the OT Trafford fans, they got to see somebody they can relate to, quote unquote. This is why SESKO's in the discussion, man. This is the only reason. SESKO would be a DEI hire. DEI hire.
What's DEI?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. He's a diversity hire. This is the only reason he's being allowed in this conversation.
Eddie's the greatest, Eddie, you the
greatest. This is the only reason he's being allowed in this conversation.
I said diversity, equity.
Something for the pamphlet. Every pamphlet for some reason got one white guy, one black guy, maybe an Asian guy. All
they do the diversity
and shit. He's supposed to be the white guy in the photo. That's it. That's all we're doing here, people. They're not slick. Trying to appease certain section of the fan base.
Oh,
they don't want to go. They don't want to turn on Talk Sport and hear, hey man, it's not the Manchester United I remember. They don't want to hear that. So we'll give them crumbs. That's all. This SESKO guy, you talk about fraud. You talk about a fraud, man. Unbelievable. This guy is just terrible. He's just terrible. The fact they have the goal to ask people for $80 million for this guy, it confirms one thing I always knew about Red Bull. There's cocaine in the drink. There's cocaine in the drink. It's the only way to get away with this. They have to be on drugs. This is a drug-induced reaction. This is all this is. To ask us for $80 million for this guy or anybody else. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it was Arsenal. They asked us. We haven't actually approached him.
But it's the Rasmus Højlund deal all over again. Just think about it. It's the Rasmus Højlund deal all over again. Let's say he doesn't work out. He's 22 years old. Yeah. And like there's not a lot of evidence for us to suggest that he will work out in the Premier League currently because it's completely different competition. You're looking at all these Premier League defenders that you're going against and all that type of stuff. And like I said, to emphasize again, I think there could still be a possibility because of who we put around him where he can maybe there will be struggle, but maybe he could come through, right? And that's just currently not where we are in terms of this project. Ruben has to get things right too, otherwise he loses his job this season. We just finished 15th last year. This is the Rasmus Højlund deal all over again. Let's say he doesn't work out. We put him on high wages. It's going to be the same situation for us trying to move him on, just like how we're stuck with Rasmus Højlund currently at this club. He's 22 years old. He had pretty much around, less than 15 goals in the Bundesliga last year. We're putting that much money on another potential signing. And I just don't think we should be doing that. It's not a smart decision. It's not a smart move to make at all. Just go out there and get a Watkins. Go out there and get a Mateta. Those type of deals just make sense. Because for the amount of money that we're probably going to spend on a 28-year-old Mateta or however old, 30-year-old, 29-year-old Watkins, I don't think 29. I just don't think we'll have an issue in trying to flip these players later. Plus, it's not like Watkins is going to be our set striker for the next 2 to 3 years. Mateta is going to be our set striker for the next 2 years. If we sign SESKO is going to be our striker for the next couple of years. And that's just because of his age and the potential. So that's where I just think this deal, we should be running away from it. It makes no sense.
Yeah, she could be back in a second. What are you saying,
Absolutely no sense.
I knew that he would be against this shit.
I'm telling you, man.
I already knew it.
I'll go up there with a pitchfork and a fucking torch if I have to. That's what I'll do, goddammit.
Just not having it go round up the mouth. To stop the SESKO deal from happening. Oh shit. I already knew it, man. I already knew it. What are you saying, King, man? Thoughts on SESKO, and then I'll give my thoughts after you.
Yeah. I'm not convinced. I'm not really convinced about a lot of the options at striker. I'm not convinced. Obviously, I've seen a few games of SESKO. Like the guy's not good in it. The guy's not good. Like he's one of them players. He's one of them players that will score from like 25, 30 yards. But then when it comes to 1v1 or 5-yard chances in the box, he will miss. He will miss. That's the type of player he is. Flawless. Like how Darwin Núñez. How Lex says to you occasionally, Darwin Núñez scores bangers. Like SESKO will score. SESKO will score. SESKO will score bangers, but the simple chances like the 5-yard, like the 5-yard tap-ins and the 1v1 chances, he will miss. This guy needs about 4 or 5 chances just to score. Like he is not good, and 90 million euros, which is about 79 or something million pounds, or 78 million pounds, whatever. No, I'm not taking that for the guy. Quickly on Ollie Watkins is that at the start of the window, I think Aston Villa were asking for 40 mil, but Aston Villa, I've heard that they've sold their women's team. They've sold their women's team to help them financially, to help with PSR. So they are not as desperate as they as they once was. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies team up out of here.
Yeah,
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. When
they did the same thing as Chelsea. They sold
They they sold their women's team, and now they're asking. I saw like a couple. I saw some reports last night. I saw some reports like a couple of days ago saying that they are asking now for 60 mil for Watkins. Aston they want six. They want six. They want 60 mil for Watkins apparently. So like that's what I've seen in some Aston Villa sources that they want about 60 mil for the guy. Personally, obviously he does score goals. I think he is a bit limited in terms of general play. I think it depends on for me on Watkins. It depends on the price point. It depends on the price point for me for Watkins. But like again, and similar thing with Jackson again. Like just the price tag with Jackson. Like I don't think Jackson is a bad player. I think Jackson is a good player, but he's a shit finisher. I've always said it about him. He's a good overall player, but he's a shit finisher. And I won't want to spend 60 to 70 mil for Jackson. So you got Watkins for 60 mil, and then you got Jackson to like 60 to 70, and then you got SESKO for like 90 million euros. I mean, it's not great. Like I've said this like either go and get me Mateta, that's my number one, or get me Wisa, or even get me the Atletico Madrid striker as well. He's played in the Premier as well. Sorloth. Okay. Sorloth is a decent striker as well that we can go and get. That we can possibly go and get because he scored. I think he scored 23 goals for Villarreal the season before, and last season when he played most of the games for Atletico Madrid as a substitute, he scored 20 goals for Atletico last season. And I've seen like some of his games, and like he's a good all-round striker, and he's the same age as Watkins. I think Wisa's the same age as Watkins as well. So, and Wisa will cost less. I think Wisa's got slightly less on his contract, but Wisa is 50.
He's got a year left and option, so 2 years.
Yeah, so like Wisa will cost around 50. I think Mateta will cost around 50 as well, and then Watkins will cost around 60, and Jackson will probably cost around 70 because we all know what the market is like. You get me? We all know that.
Jackson, this is obviously I don't know how because he did drop the source. So Chelsea value Manchester United target Nicholas Jackson is between 80 and 100 million.
What the hell?
They are using the 79 million. Let me land. They are using the 79 million Liverpool are paying for Hugo Ekitike as a benchmark for any potential deal. That's from a Sky cover. And
looks like Aaron's been sharing that spoon again.
Yo, you mean the hot fudge? You know what I'm saying?
The hot fudge.
Yeah, the hot fudge, man. Like that's what he's talking about when he says share the spoon.
Unbelievable.
The hot fudge.
80 to 100 million.
In regards to it, we'll get to Jackson and everything else. We're talking with SESKO. With me, how I look at it is just very, very underwhelming. That's what I'd say because there's nothing about it. I've only watched him a handful of times, but there's nothing eye test. There's nothing stat test that makes me go, yeah. Like if he was putting up Gyökeres numbers or he was putting up exceptional numbers in the Bundesliga, I'd understand it more. Your numbers don't really do it like that. And then outside of that, then from a technical standpoint, you don't really have it like that. There's nothing. It's just very, very underwhelming to go from Cunha and Buemo to Benjamin SESKO. The price, I agree with all of you, man, is that they talking for SESKO is crazy. The price is absolutely anything 78. What have you done to be a 70, 80 million pound player? So we need to steer well clear of that. I ain't really too fussed. I see Cause mention it and people talking about the age of players. Age is not an issue of players unless we're talking about his age now. Like man are talking about Mateta's age, Watkins' age. If it goes wrong, well, let's make sure it doesn't go wrong and it goes right. Because they're players who fit, like in regards to I've spoke about Mateta. Don't think he'd cost a lot, number one. Number two, I don't think he'd be on big wages either. Mateta fits with what we've got going on. And he's actually coming off 2 very good seasons with Crystal Palace. Watkins been playing well at Aston Villa. This is why I don't want Jackson. I'm tired of Manchester United being, what can we do for the player? How about we employ you to play for us? What do you do for us? What has Jackson done in the last 2 seasons that warrants a move to Manchester United? Somebody, please, one of you lot in the chat, for anyone who wants him or thinks it's not a bad move, please tell me that. What has he done in the last 2 seasons that makes you go, yeah, bring him to Manchester United? I've watched a hell of a lot of Chelsea in the last 2 years whilst he's been there. Is he a terrible player? No. Do I think he's awful? No. Is he anything special? Is he? No, he's not.
No.
He's nothing. There's nothing. Here I'll go one further. He excels at nothing. There's nothing that Nicholas Jackson excels at. Nothing. Doesn't mean he don't do certain things well. Doesn't mean it, but again, excel. He excels at nothing. This is why Chelsea fans can't wait to get him out the door. They seen João Pedro for 20 minutes in the Club World Cup and they forgot his name. They were like, Nicholas who?
Yeah.
It was like they signed Delap and was like him. He's their third. Why are we going and getting Chelsea's third choice striker?
Yeah.
Not coming off a good season, at least with Watkins, whether you rate him or not. And with Watkins, I'm on the price point side of things. At least you can say he's been playing well at Aston Villa. Mateta's been playing well at Villa. Go get players who are playing well. I'm tired of players coming here and not coming off good seasons and not being confident. Cunha's coming off a great season at Wolves and has been playing well there for a number of years. Same with Bremo at Brentford. That needs to be the MO. This is why I'm a fan of Emi Martinez, for example. You know why? Because he's coming off good seasons with Aston Villa. At least go. Why are we not signing players in form? Make it make sense. That wouldn't happen in no other industry or any other profession. Would you go and get someone who is, what's the word I'm looking for, who is not in form or hasn't been performing well in their role elsewhere? Of course, there's exceptions to the rule. Of course, there's certain people you look at and go, yeah, you are a star. You're just in the wrong space. But that is very rare. If I'm a record label, why am I signing an artist who's been on another label, put out 5 albums and can't sell nothing? And gets no streams and puts out no hits. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying?
Pay like 80 to 100 million for
No, I'm saying, nephew, you missed me. I'm saying Watkins has been good. I'm saying he has been. Yeah, you missed what I said. I'm saying Watkins has been. That's why I'm for the signing. Because Watkins has played well. As much as it's a price point thing, I can see why at least he's doing well and he's confident. If we get Jackson, it's, oh, well, what can we get? Like, what are we doing? The same thing we clown Arsenal for with Havertz. Or we need to get the Leverkusen Havertz. Not the one at Chelsea. With Watkins, you don't have it's not, oh, we need to get the Watkins who was at Brentford because he hasn't played well at Villa. No, we get the Watkins, big up Leon in the cut as well. We get the Watkins who's coming from Villa fully confident. Same way if we were to sign a Mateta. We're getting the Mateta from Palace. It's not, I don't know where Mateta was before, but it's not, oh, can we get that Mateta? Why are we trying to save a hole? Why is it always trying to transform players again? Like they don't work for us. Like I despise that. Chelsea don't want to
mountain all over again, bro.
Chelsea don't want to sign, don't want to keep. Chelsea fans don't want to keep Jackson for a reason. Yeah. If he was that good, they'd want to keep him. This is why they ain't trying to sell us Cole Palmer. They ain't trying to sell us Caicedo. They ain't trying to sell us Cucurella. They tell us Sanchez in a heartbeat. Why?
Because he's crap.
Come on, people. Let's just
it's Mason Mount all over again for us. It's Mason Mount all over again.
Who wasn't again another one who fooled people because of the Champions League when I watched them, because I've watched a lot of them. And in particular over the past number of years, he didn't play well. They had to have the best defensive record ever in the Champions League to win it. That's how bad their attack was. And look at the 3 attackers who have got moves. They've done poor where they've been. You want to say Havertz has done well first. But Havertz, Arsenal fan, doesn't now. Why do you think Arsenal fans have been crying out for a striker ever since he got there? Werner's flopped where he's went and so's Mount.
Yeah.
That's not an accident that those 3 have all flopped who were in Chelsea's attack. You know why? Because they were the worst part of that Chelsea Champions League winning side. The better part was the midfield and the defense, which was obvious to anyone who watched them. So yeah, like to me, with SESKO, I'm not against it because I've not seen enough, but from what I've seen and the stats, it just seems very, very, I'd say, underwhelming. And
he's not good.
We have been, it stinks of laziness as well.
Don't worry, you ain't missed out on much. You ain't missed out on much. Not watching him is not a loss. Don't worry, it is not a loss.
I'm just saying, man, if you're gonna be that, like, put up numbers. If he had like 25 goals in the Bundesliga last season and then had like 22 the season before, I'd hear it. I'd be like, you know what? You know where the back of the net is. but you got 13 this season. No, 14 this season, I think. 13 the season before. Unless it's an Isak thing where Isak didn't really put up great numbers at Sociedad. Again, I didn't watch him, but then he's turned into what he's turned into. But I don't like that. Just go get Mateo, who's here. Who's cheaper?
His numbers have declined, Flawless. I think his first season was.
That's the craziest part about it. Before you continue things, like I pull it up now. I got his numbers here. Yeah, we got 14. You got 14 and 31, and then you got 13 and 33. That's in the league across all competitions. You got 18 and 42, and then you got 21 and 45 this season just gone.
Yeah,
just go get Mateo. Like the blueprint is there, and Bramo Cunha. Go get the best of the rest. Go get Mateo. Watkins if the price is right. Even though that's not ideal, cool. Emi Martinez from Villa as well. We've also been linked to Estepinian. Just go back to that.
Yes. Go back to that.
Really yeah, that's how I look at it. I'm tired of being, what can we do? Can we rebuild your confidence? What is going on?
We ain't got the time for that, bro.
We the rebound. We the rebound person. That's what we are. We just fixing people who are coming from broken relationships. That's what it feels like with some of these things. Jackson ain't that bad. Jackson's an awful signing for us. And not because I think he's an awful player. I'm talking about where he's at right now. Because he's not. If he was coming off a season and was flying, I'd hear it. For all his limitations.
Yeah, bro.
Ruben Amorim wants to bring in 2 more signings for Manchester United this transfer window. So Romano posted that. Okay, so 2 more signings. So we know one of them is a striker.
At least 2.
What's the other one? We need more. What you saying, Leon, man?
Keep calling my name offline and foolish and that. Yeah, speak my name enough and I will appear. You get me? That's what I'm saying. I'm back. You lot talking about running club and what he's been doing. And you talk about the podcast, innit?
No. I was praising it. I like the running club thing. I
appreciate it, man.
I was praising it. That's why
I just said Bruno Garnacho be running with
I'm
you.
inspired by you, man. You Kenyans, I'm inspired.
Come on, man. I'm inspired by you, man. What we talking about, man?
Nah, Eddie, I can see giraffes on your picture, man. Listen, do you know what I mean? You're really out here in the wilderness right now. What's going on? When you coming back to life?
I do what I can.
That were no shots. I was saying I like that. I see you doing your thing, man.
Very much inspired by me running as well. They're doing bits right now.
I love that, man.
What was the question? What were you going to say to me?
But yeah, your thoughts, since we're talking about Benjamin SESKO, talk to, because we ain't spoken a while. So yeah, get your thoughts on that first.
You know what? The striker options aren't that bad. Every United fan wants like the creme de la creme, really. Do you know what I mean? Every United fan wants like, I don't know, who's the number one. If we had a choice and we was a good club, who's the number one target we would take? Gyökeres? Who's the hottest guy right now?
I'd say it would have been Gyökeres if he was there.
Who's the hottest guy right now? Who's the one who's like, well, pause, but yeah, who's the one who's on it? Like,
Gyökeres,
I need to come myself.
That's kind of mad. Welcome back, Leon. Welcome back.
That is crazy.
Welcome back.
You can't be saying who's the hottest guy and not saying pause. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
I'm growing.
I would have taken an Osman personally.
Let's get some feedback from you, Eddie. That's all on the mic. So go on.
Osman would have been the guy for me, but Osman's gone now.
So depending on your preference, Osman, blah blah blah.
It was 1 or 2 for me.
This is why I love Flawless as well, because it's like we finished 15th. So why are people turning their nose up to like Watkins? And I'm gonna be honest, guys. If Højlund was to go out and Jackson was to come in, I'm not gonna complain. I ain't gonna complain, guys. I'll be real with you. Do you know what I mean? Am I saying Jackson is the number one? I think he's the guy. No, but if you send Højlund out on loan and you bring Mammon, and I'm cool with that. I'm calm with that.
I'm just trying to see Jackson. The first part I hear you with, I'm just not trying.
It's just the price tag for me.
You know we'll get ripped off. You know we'll get like 60 million.
Yeah, I'm like for the prices they talking as well. They talking on 70, 80, 90, 100.
No, that's crazy.
I'm not trying to get that money
no
to
favor.
Chelsea. That's all.
They're not trying to do us no favor. They're not going to give us like Jackson for 30, 40 million. They're going to try and get as much money as they can out of him.
That's madness.
He's on death row contract.
Who's the best value right now? Can we get Mateta?
To me, Mateta. I would say Mateta is the value-wise. Because I think he's. I reckon he's cheaper than
Straight Jacket.
Price and output, he's probably the best. Definitely.
I heard you man saying on Straight Jacket yesterday that they want like 80, 70, 80 for Mateta. I heard someone say. Yeah.
I did not see that. That's news to me. I don't think I'd. If they looking,
I don't think.
With Eze with the release clause, they're looking like 68. I don't think they're looking for more or the same price for Mattel. I think personally 50 M's gets it done. 50
M's. No more.
No more than that.
No more, please.
Yeah,
you know what it is? The market's mad now, you know. 50 million players are like 20 million players. The market's crazy.
That's what you have to we all know, bro. How you in the market. You do. I just be underwhelmed by it, like type of thing. Yeah. But yeah. Who's that?
That's
Melo.
funny.
Who's got double figures in 2 seasons? Jackson. I'm not. I don't get. Brennan Johnson could get double figures again
You
this
know what
season.
it is? I don't care if the
United.
striker scores 10 goals. If his all-round gameplay is good, I'm cool with that. Do you know what I mean? Watkins has been consistently good and he can play and bring the team in. Do you know what I'm saying? Because as long as we've got a different profile to Zertsky, I think we'll be fine. Obviously, I'm just discarding Hoyland like it's just a £70 million waste. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's like buying, I don't know. It's like going to flannels and getting ripped off and just wearing some. Do you know what I'm saying? Just stick them in the cupboard. We can't get a return on them. So, yeah. But, yeah, I think that's it for me. I don't know, really. Like, I'm cool even if we get a striker that you guys are not like 100%. If it's a loan and we get someone that's not the top names you want, as long as their game is okay, even if they score 10 goals a season and assist 5-10, I'm cool with that.
The thing is, the only ones I'm against is players who are in the Premier League who haven't performed well. Like a SESKO, even though I said it's underwhelming, if we were to get him for the right price, I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not going to be like, I can't believe, like, if it's SESKO or Jackson, for example, run SESKO. I've watched Jackson for 2 seasons.
Too, then run SESKO.
Yeah, I've got enough of a big enough sample size to know what I'm getting with you.
Yeah.
Whereas with SESKO, at least run me the unknown over the knowns. Like Jackson ain't gonna come here and all of us like no. Jackson gonna come here and do what type of thing? Whereas at least with SESKO, there is he could. But again, it's price point. But with all of these strikers, literally for me, price points with all of them personally.
It's just the price point for it. I wouldn't take SESKO because I just don't rate SESKO. But for me, on Watkins and Jackson, I don't think they're bad players. It's just for me the price point. It's just for me the price point with both of them. Like Flawless said, bro. We should be bringing players in what can do a job for us, bro. You know what I mean? This ain't Master Jiraiya from freaking Naruto or Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z when you get freaking training in that and we build you up in that. No, bro.
Mr. Roshi, Mr. Popo,
yeah, bro. It is that, bro. It is that.
Yeah, like it is. Like we gotta go to the small world with the cardio and all this. Monkey with
I think
I'm tired of it.
Probably, I think the SESKO links are like because of Vivel. I think they're strongly because of
Josu. Before you go, Josu, don't get fooled by the 34 GNA over the past 2 seasons. I'm not fussed. I've watched him. He's not good.
So many times, man.
He's not good. He's not even top 5 strikers in the Prem now.
No. If he was at 30, no. He's
not even top 5. And here's another thing: he's not even top 5. And the level ain't even high.
Yeah.
He's not even like the 5 strikers that you go, yes, he's not top 5. What are we doing?
Yeah. If Jackson was at 30, 35, then
he's top 10. He's top 10 by default.
I don't know.
Because the field's that bad. If the field was any form of quality, he's not top 10. Who do you rate? Joshua, I ask you, who do you rate that he's better than? Man's not even top 2 at his own club.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Man. Like,
he's not even top 2 at his own club. So that automatically puts him 3rd. He's behind Haaland. He's behind Isak. So that's him automatically out of the top 5. He's behind Watkins. He's behind Mattel. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Chris Wood's better.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? I don't want Chris Wood at Manchester United. What's Chris Wood's GNA over the past 2 seasons?
Yeah, last season he got 18. I know last season he got 18. I don't know about the other season, but I know.
Get his GNA for me, please, King.
I got you.
Oh, get his GNA. Since Jackson got 34 GNA over the past 2 seasons and he was at Forest, right? What's his GNA? What we do, like, come on, man. Like, I understand Manchester United are bad, and I agree with Leon. It's not about the creme de la creme, but Jackson, no. Why are we going to get a 3rd choice striker?
Fed up aside the freaking leftover, what people want as well, the leftover, because you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Because
someone who's been performing well in his first choice at his football club.
All right, so Chris Wood last season had 20 goals and 3 assists in 36 appearances. And then the season before that, he had 14 goals and 1 assist in 31 appearances. 11
So
of
my
them were
math is terrible. Is that more than 34 GNA over the past 2 seasons?
Yeah, 34 GNA in the past 2 seasons. Yeah, over more than that.
It's more than that. So Chris Wood outperformed in them. So let's just go sign Chris Wood then.
Yeah.
23.
Come on, man. What we doing?
38 GNA in the last 2 seasons.
There we go. All right, this is where this GNA. And if I said, "Well, I want Chris Wood," people would look at me like I was crazy.
By the way, like, can you pull up Joseph's comment again? Because he literally wrote that. He said Jackson 34 GNA in the last 2 seasons. All right,
That's why I responded to it. That's why I responded to it.
38
like, what we doing for someone who's not even top 8 striker in the league? All right, okay.
Yeah, he's not worth that price, bro. He's not worth.
Is he better than Solanke? I'm asking
Nicholas
the
Jackson.
He's a better finisher than Solanke's a better finisher.
I'm asking who you think's the better striker. I'm not even going to dispute. I'm just genuinely saying to the chat. Is he better than Solanke?
He's not better than Solanke. No, he's not better.
I think Solanke's better. I think Solanke's better because I think Solanke can link play. I think Solanke can link play as well as Jackson, and I think Solanke's a better finisher than Jackson. So I would say Solanke's better.
Is he? Yeah. This is what I'm talking about, Eddie. And we shouldn't be happy. We're already mid to below mid. So why not go get players who are good?
I think
we
see Jackson playing well because of because of Cole Palmer. I think people forget how how Chelsea fans last year
had the best 10. Yeah, man had one of the best 10s behind him as well.
10s in the league helping you out week in, week out. I remember this in January. Every Chelsea fan was saying, wait until Jackson and Palmer come back. And we'll get more goals, we'll score, all that type of stuff. I think that's why we see whatever we see about Jackson and hear about Jackson.
Is he better than Ekatike? For those that have watched, I know you have
Jackson.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think. No, I don't think he is. I think Ekatike is better.
I think overall play, technical ability, Ekatike is probably better than him. Yeah,
Ekatike is better.
Okay, is he better than Havertz?
Yes, I think he's just about better than Havertz.
Okay,
I don't rate Havertz. I don't
say the same thing with Havertz. Havertz at that time had a quality 10 around him. Yeah, Odegaard wasn't good last season. Yeah, Saka, Odegaard.
Is he better than Visa?
No, he's not better. No, he's not better than Visa. Even Callum Wilson, was scoring goals at Bournemouth, and he's better than
So he's better than.
Is he better than Strand Larson?
Maybe.
I'm not even disputing it. I'm just gauging where he's at.
I don't know.
I know. I see what you're doing. It's like you're going through the list.
You see where this conversation is going. It kind of sounds very Hoyland Garnacho-ish.
But Justin,
you notice where this conversation's going. It's very Hoyland Garnacho-ish. When I ask people who rate Garnacho or rate Hoyland, compare him to the starting left wingers. When we compare him to the he's not even top 12. Why are we bringing him in?
Yeah, why?
Is he better than the Bournemouth striker? Is he better than Evan Nielsen at Bournemouth? Is he better than Moniz at what does that Moniz play for? He plays for Fulham. Yeah, is he better than him? Like that's what I mean. Yao Jimenez and that man there. That's what Flawless is talking about. That's what Flawless is talking about. Flawless is going through all the strikers. You know what I mean?
Like, this is why I'm against this. I'm sorry. I get that we are bad, yes, but at least go and get again the best of the rest, which is Watkins, which is the best of the rest who's available, by the way.
You just know what you're getting with these players. Like, you just know what you're getting with these two players, Watkins and Mateta. Jackson, what are you getting with Jackson? That's really it.
It's just the link-up play. That's it. It's just the link-up play. That's it with Jackson. That's it. Like, there's nothing else.
Like, I agree with Leon. If Rasmus Højlund gets replaced, if he's the one who gets replaced, by the way, we're not even in a situation to replace him. We actually need a striker, like, to be our guy. But if Rasmus Højlund gets replaced, swapped out with Jackson, I don't mind that either because he's better than Rasmus Højlund. He is. So I think we'll get to see more than. We'll get to see more from Jackson than we'll ever see from Rasmus Højlund or we've seen in the past 2 seasons. However, that's not even our situation.
Do you think he's better than Solanke? Would you take him now over Solanke?
No, don't ask M. De Niro. Don't ask M. De Niro. M. De Niro's too busy trying to fight for commissary in that whatever prison he's held up in. I'm gonna call the authorities to have your phone taken away for commenting right now. That's what I'm gonna do, M. De Niro. You damn criminal.
Man says
And this is
criminal,
another
but
thing there. He ain't even. He's a solid link-up player. He's nothing
that's
exceptional.
it.
But I
He's
need
not
my
better than
striker
Danny
to
Welbeck.
score goals. This is what I need. I just seen a season where we scored 44 goals, and we're talking about link-up play. Fuck off, man. Like I don't give a shit about this link-up play. Like genuinely, I don't. When chances drop to his feet, I need him to score. He's a striker. Let's call him a link-up player then. Why do we call him a striker? Like
This is no
call him a
disrespect.
link-up player then.
This is no disrespect,
We need
but
goals, bro.
yeah.
Sorry, like King, real quick. I seen us score 44 goals last season. 44 goals. I've seen us have a striker at our club who scored 2 goals in 20 games. I'm not trying to see that shit again, bro. Like I simply ain't. And I just don't think Jackson will provide us the goals that we need. Like I really don't. I've seen him miss like easy chances last season. Easy chances.
Yeah.
I can go back. I can literally bring up games. Manchester City away. Cole Palmer set him up for a tap-in. And they go 1-0 up, or they go, I don't know what it was, what the score was at that time, but they probably are cruising in that game from there. Man City make a comeback and they lose the game. He set him up for a tap-in and he missed. I seen him make that run in the Conference League final where he had the ball. It was a 1v1. He fucked his touch up. Like he had a 1v1. He was through on goal. He hit the ball so hard it went to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper collected it. I'm not trying to see this shit, bro. I need a goal scorer. If we're going to spend 80 to 100 million, whatever Chelsea are quoting him at, I better get a goal scorer, not link up play. Fuck
and this
outta
comment
here.
here from Jersey is spot on. He says, "Look how that link up play conversation Chelsea fans used to defend him. Now they wish he's gone." Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you know why? João Pedro offers link up play plus more.
Yeah.
The lap offers the link up play plus more. Again, we gotta stop praising the bare minimum. Man, let's be real. He's not even top 10. Don't bring me anybody who's not even top 10 in the league.
I don't think he's better than. I don't even think he's better than Danny Welbeck. When Danny Welbeck is fit, I think Danny Welbeck is better.
More dangerous. Yeah, Danny Welbeck is more dangerous as a striker.
I don't think he is.
That hat trick that they talk about at Spurs. That hat trick that they talk about at Tottenham Hotspur that he scored 2 seasons ago, they're damn near all tap-ins. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. Like, this is what I'm saying is that he has Cole Palmer around him, which makes him look great because he's feeding him all these chances. Which, by the way, he misses a lot of them still. He still misses a lot of them. So it's like
and on top of this, he's going AFCON.
Yo, I ain't doing this, man. Like I don't want Nicholas Jackson.
See him De Niro. This is why you're a crook fan. Man says, yeah, Welbeck
I
is
be
good.
telling people,
this guy,
Jackson's not as bad as
De Niro, you know. This guy a wind up, you know.
Yeah, man. Like, this guy De Niro, but Jackson is not as bad as.
I say all this shit from a distance because if I meet him De Niro, he put me in the boot. But I say all this from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Look at this guy, yo.
Yeah, I think he had 19 missed chances as well.
Every time he pulls up.
I hear it, man. I see the vision now, yo. I see this
I'm
guy.
not about to handle that. No, they pay people for this.
I think I saw a stat. Or a Chelsea fan mentioned it. I saw a stat or a Chelsea fan mentioned it.
He said they pay people.
He had, I think, it was 19 big chances missed. Jackson's had 9
top 10, you know, and they talking number 1 prices, yo. If you argue,
flawless. I think he had 19 missed chances flawless. 19 big chances missed.
Even the big chances missed. All strikers miss big chances, so it's not even like I fully focus on that. But people are talking about this money for a player we can argue is not top 10 in the league in his position. You're not even.
He's not even a bad player, but
No, King, don't do that. He is a bad player. He absolutely is.
But he isn't the guy. But he isn't the guy though.
My man said, "Yeah, but Welbeck's good though, yo. This guy, yo, this fucking guy."
Yeah, I think Danny Welbeck's better. Like, I'm not even taking the piss.
I'm laughing at M. De Niro because he joined the chat and was like, "Jackson's not as bad as you lot as making out." And then King, you said Welbeck's better, and I'm saying, "Yeah, Welbeck is better." I agree. And then M. De Niro's in the chat like, "Yeah, Welbeck's good though." Like, yo, this is joke, man. Joke, man. It is. Let's see what else is going on. I think once Leon's back, I'll ask him about the Rashford.
That was funny, man.
Yeah, you're working hard, man. Yeah, you're working hard. I think he's back. Yo, Leon, Rashford deal. Thoughts?
I don't know about this. What's happened? Is he been offered?
He's gone on loan to Barcelona. They're paying 100% of his wages.
Okay.
It's a not obligation to buy. It's an option to buy for £30 million.
15% pay cut as well. Rashford's taking the 15% pay cut as well.
100% of his wages. That's
what's
the
he on
deal.
about 250, 260 now, and then he's going to get
Some,
the
I'm not even sure.
255 because I searched what because I found out what 15% was of 300. It's like for it's like 45. So yeah,
more than 300.
so that
I thought it was more than 300.
yeah,
I
so
thought it was
yeah,
like 225, but yeah. Anyway, they're paying 100% of his
Anyway,
wages.
they're paying 100%
yeah,
of wages.
it's like
That's all you need.
255 basically. It's like 255. The Barcelona be paying him it's like 255.
The main thing is, yeah, if they're paying majority of his wages, that frees up for somebody else because we're not going to do the same wage structure. So let's just say half that, the 300 we're paying him. I'm probably going to play a player. You said it yesterday, Flawless, the striker, 120 to 180, something like that, 130 to 180, something like that. So it's good because people are moaning about deals not getting done and there's only a certain amount of things and stuff like that done, yeah. One thing that I don't like to give credit to Ineos, but like one thing that they're doing that they should be doing, I wouldn't give them mad credit for it. It's just basic football stuff. Because they're restructuring the way the wage structure and the club signs players. People obviously, some people weren't happy with like Mbumo taking ages and stuff, but when you do like a 4 installments, or is it 3 installments, something like that? Is that what it is?
4 installments, yeah, 4 installments.
So you're paying less than £20 million. The same thing as when we got signed Zertsky, the same time as Euro. It's the same thing. It's smart because like you're trying to get a good quality player. Because if you don't have Champions League football and you don't have a well-structured club and you don't have a club that's playing good football, you have to pay top money for the player, right? But you don't want to outlay that top money. So that's a smart thing. But if we can get a player, we put £20 million down on a £60 to £80 million striker, and then he can have half their wages, I'm cool with that because you basically swapped Rashford effectively for a player that suits the team better. So yeah, the thing is, it needed to happen. I don't know if anybody thought it was going to be a permanent deal. I knew it was going to be a loan. There's no way he was going to sell Rashford. I don't think any club apart from Saudi would have paid what we wanted. It's time for him to move on now, isn't it? So I think it's a good player out. I think that Anthony will go as well. I think the one player we're going to get stuck with is Garnacho.
You don't think Garnacho gets moved on? You think
I don't think all 4 of them go. I'd be very surprised if they ship all 4 in a window. I'll give them credit for that.
We stupid enough to not ship all 4. I hear you.
I just feel like, is it realistic to sell all 4? I think Sancho was always going to go. We're just going to get not much for him. I think Anthony will go. I think Anthony and Sancho deals will be very simple. Very similar. They'll be 15 to 20 million pounds. We're gonna lose money on Anthony, guys. We're gonna lose a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Losing money on everyone.
Unless the longer the window goes on, the lower the fee you're going to get for Garnacho. They're not going to offer the 50 at the start. They're going to offer like 30. And then I think United will be like, oh, no, he's a young kid, play him another season, and his price will go up and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I'm cool with a Rashford deal. I'm wanting to see movement on the midfield and 2 positions as well. I'm not going to be happy if the window closes with 1.
So that's what the report said. Sorry to cut you off before we go. Can someone drop it in the chat as well that it says Amorim wants 2 more signings, apparently? That was what the report is saying. So
and that's not enough.
Now all of a sudden, too.
Not enough.
That's not enough. 4 signings isn't enough. I've been saying that we needed 2 midfielders, but I said that we would never get 2 midfielders because we didn't sell Bruno. From that point, we didn't sell Bruno. We were never going to bring in 2 midfielders.
Did he say the progressive thing?
Yeah. I found. He said that we needed a progressive. They needed a progressive midfielder that could break the line.
Send me that. No, you're on social. Send me that, please. And this is breaking as well. How true this is, but Chris Wheeler DM is fairly reliable. Manchester United would consider offers of around £40 million for Alejandro Garnacho. And that's from that Chris Wheeler DM on Twitter. Great. Should have been this from the start.
He's not done. This is dumb negotiation now. Because it's basically like you wanted 50. It's stupid. It's like me selling a car for like 10 grand.
They started off at 70.
Basically, what this is I put the car up for 10 grand, yeah, on Auto Trader, yeah. I don't know what do you use in the US? What's the car selling site? What is it?
Oh, Carfax.
Carfax, yeah. But I put the car up for 10 grand, $10,000, whatever, yeah. It doesn't go in 4 weeks, and I go, oh, I only want 8 grand for this car, and then everyone forgot that I listed it for 10. Dumbo. Do you know what I mean? It's stupid, isn't it? It's stupid negotiation.
It is. I'm with you. That's why when you start,
what's going to happen? Give it 4 more weeks. Oh, we only want 30 million for him. I'm just going to Sorry,
because that should have been the price point from the start. If we would have said, "Hey, we'll take 30 million for him from the start," guess what? He probably would have been moved on. Because Villa are actually interested in.
I think what they're trying to do is they're looking at all these other wingers that have been sold too, and they're trying to get valuations close to that. Like Alanga is like the Kudus. Obviously, he's not nowhere near them, but I think that's what they're looking at in terms of all these other wingers that are being sold to. They're trying to see if they can get somewhere near that type of value for him as well. Obviously, he's not worth 40. He's not worth. He's worth much less than that currently at this moment. Yeah. But I think that's what they're trying to do.
The chat
wingers go to different clubs.
I kind of disagree. You know, I think he is worth 40. Not from ability point of view, from marketability and altogether.
It's his age. That's really it. That puts him at that valuation where there could be some sort of turnaround. Yeah.
I feel like we can scam somebody. I really do for 40 and they'll be happy with the scam. That's what I think.
Do you think is on top of that though, Leon? I think 30 million is a great scam for us. We get 30 million for him. I'm over the moon. The people forget that this man went 20 games, went 20 Premier League games without a goal. Yeah. Or we just bypassed
it. Was 500k as well. 500k as well. United paid
500k. 5% shot conversion.
Yeah, but flawless. You're making it harder for us. Don't talk about. We're trying to sell him. Talk about the overhead bicycle kick. Talk about the running stats. Come on, flawless man. Talk about the big game.
About the positives.
Yeah,
come on, bro. I'm trying to get rid of this asset, bro. And you're trying to tell me how shit the car is, bro. You're trying to tell me, yeah, the engine failed 2 weeks ago. No.
All right, Leon. But if I ask you, what are the positives of Garnacho?
Okay, cool. Let me send it to you guys.
The overhead kick, the direction, the direct runner. Good presser.
You have to sell Garnacho.
He's got potential.
The impact. This is how you just fool people with his words.
He's got the arrogance. You know what I mean? He's got the arrogance. He's got the swagger. You know what I mean? He's Ballon d'Or worthy.
The big game impact. Listen, guys, it sounds amazing. The big game impact. Yeah. The times where we've needed a goal and he's come on and scored. He plays.
What times? No, one sec. What times? Which times has he come on and scored a goal? That's what I'm trying to say.
This is why we're going to keep it vague right now. This is how you
keep it vague, man.
Okay? I'll teach you how to set the dud, yeah? Now, everybody close their eyes and imagine, yeah? The running stats, the help for the team, yeah? The fact that he's willing to try, yeah? The fact that he's inspired Ronaldo. The fact that he could be the next big thing for Argentina. Guys, this is the package here, guys. Yeah.
That's Manchester United, the big bad wolf, and everyone fails here. Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not saying there's any substance here, but there's still a package to be sold. Yeah, cool. But no, all jokes aside, just his marketability alone and what he can sell shirts, we can scam somebody for 30, 40 mil.
Yeah, man, I think that'd be great as well. And this, I can't believe this. So this is Amarin. Jesus Christ. I think I was blacked out. We have a lack of pace, especially in the middle of the park. You can feel it. We need to create that bond between everybody, the staff as well. That's just the reality. They lack a progressive midfielder who can break the lines with speed. Equally, the chemistry wasn't there today. They just played to the direction of the ball blindly. Who would you lot say is the biggest culprit of playing the direction of the ball blindly? Who does that describe in our midfield?
This guy's a genius, you know.
Hey, chat, let me know. Chat, let me know. Who would you say is a player that plays the direction of the ball blindly? Out of all our midfielders, people, who does that closely describe? Would you say? Yeah, this guy trying to get sacked.
I told you, Flawless. I told you. See, they tried to hit it for us.
Before he tried to get the payout, man. He trying to get sacked.
They tried to hit it for us. You see the PR flaw. They tried to hit the progressive part. You know what I'm saying? They tried to hit it flawless. You know what I mean?
That they just play the ball. That is
it's like you with your girl and you're talking to your friends, right? And you're like, bro, this girl, she's such a liar. She just be like all this, all that, right? And you end up like you're just like, bro, like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay with her. And then later on, you're talking to your friends again, and you're like, bro, I stayed with her, but like I don't like the fact that she still be doing this and she still be doing that.
Well, but she's
like,
toxic.
I think I need a new girlfriend now. Like,
yeah, she's
basically
toxic.
That's what him saying that she's hella toxic. But then you wanted to stay with her in the first place. I don't get this. And in that quote, by the way, in that quote, he's literally underlining the problems in his system. And then he's basically going ahead and saying, like, he's underlying the problems in his system currently.
In the chat, 1 second.
And then he said he basically thought that keeping Bruno Fernandes would be okay for that same system. But he is underlining the problems again. So it's like I do not get this, bro.
I'm telling you, he's being vaccinated, bro. I'm telling you, this brother has been vaccinated. This brother is
fine. He's perplexed, bro. He's cooked. He's
cooked, man.
Man, literally.
Game number 1. Preseason game number 1, you are saying this, by the way. It's not like this is in the summer series when they're in the USA. This is not like after 2 or 3 games in the Premier League. It's not like after we played Arsenal, we played Fulham away, we played Burnley. Then he's like, oh, dude, I think the midfielder is like a problem. It's not that. This is the first game of the preseason. First game. And he's talking like this. Come on, man. He's got, you're right.
Progressive midfielder.
Yeah, they needed a progressive midfielder who can break lines. They just play the direction of the ball blindly. Yo,
have we been linked with anyone?
Make this make sense.
No one.
No midfielders.
I don't mind. I'm not that
loosely. It was like a few weeks ago. It was Douglas Luiz, but other than that, that's it.
It was Richard. What's that Benfica player what just gone as well? Richard.
I'd take a Douglas Luiz. I'd take a Douglas Luiz today. I'd take him yesterday. Like, of course, I would take a Douglas Luiz.
Don't get it twisted, yeah? Don't get it twisted. Obviously, everybody, like, United fans still have the entitlement of they need to sign somebody that they rate. That's a big thing I see online now, is that it has to still be somebody that we rate. Obviously, a lot of people are coming to terms after 5-6 years that we're not that anymore, that we're just not that team anymore. I'm cool with they sign a couple of midfielders that are not special. Like when we were linked to Ndidi, I was on with that, guys, for £5 million for the money we got given back. So just go chuck 5 mil on Ndidi and do a couple of years with him as like a squad player. I'm not gonna lie, I'm blessed with that. You're not gonna have every player that's amazing. Like look at teams that have won the league, yeah. They've got like not utility man, but guys that can just play the system. So
yeah.
I don't mind if they sign a couple of players that are like 15, 20 mil. They're not.
I'm cool with that. That's why
it's better than who got it. It's better than who got it.
It just has to be. Sorry, King. One sec. It just has to be the right profile. So if you give me a ball progressor and you give me a deep line playmaker, and they're not the worldies, they're just like good utility system players. Yeah. But if you just give me one player and you try and sign someone there, I don't know. Have we had no links? There must be somebody. If you try and sign, what's his name?
No, it was just literally the only like solid link was Richard Rios.
Yeah,
was that actually solid?
I said this last year.
Yeah, that was actually like legit. Like there was consistent reports, but we just didn't go into. Richard Rios was cheap. Yeah, he was only cheap. And we decided against it. Like we didn't approach his camp. We didn't approach his club either. We didn't like make any approach. Same with Douglas Luiz because that was reported that was loan, but we ain't approached him. He approached the team about loan or anything like that. And I'm with it. It don't have to be. This is why I'm sat here talking about. I don't think Mateta is a world beater. I don't think Emi Martinez is a world beater, for example. I don't think Mbremo's a world beater as much as I rate him as a player. But I think they're all players who fit what we have going on and what is required. But that comment from the manager is just a complete piss take, yo.
We can just get 2 players on loan, bro. Get 2 players on loan in the midfield, bro.
With the amount of times that I've watched Aiden Heaven, I said this last year, I was alone on it, and I still stand on it. I think Aiden Heaven can play in that midfield, in that pivot.
Yeah.
I think he can. I think he has good ability on the ball. He's played in the midfield when he was a lot younger. I think he can definitely. When I look at him in the midfield for us, like the type of player that he is, it's kind of like how Lisandro Martinez played in the midfield for Ajax when he was there, and I can see that. And it's a type of situation where I don't know. I don't think he's ever going to do it. Because he's not that smart. He's not that, he doesn't try things like that. He
doesn't risk it like that.
Yeah, he doesn't risk it. He's very stubborn when it comes to things. But I think Aiden Heaven genuinely, from the amount of times that I've watched him, and we have watched him quite a lot, when I see him on the ball, he looks comfortable every single time. Defensive ability, of course, is there. But it's more about him being comfortable on the ball. And that's what our pivot players kind of do require. Does he have the physicality for it? I think he has the physicality for it too. I think he can play in that pivot. I just don't think the manager will ever try him.
Yeah, the problem is that I do agree. The physicality is there. Yeah, technically he's good enough, but it's one thing being good enough on the ball from in a defensive role. So like in defense, or whether that's centre back, whether that's full back. And when you go into midfield and you gotta have wing mirrors, I know he's played there before. I don't know how the press resistant side of things, because people said that about Trent.
That's what I'm saying, to try it out. Like
people said the same thing about Trent.
Try it out. It's one of those.
The different areas of the pitch when you play in midfield, and obviously,
the thing with Trent is Trent gets bullied. The thing with Trent is Trent gets bullied. The press resistant, all that kind of stuff. I don't think Aiden Heaven will be that big of an issue in that position. Still unknown, because we haven't seen him in midfield. We haven't put him in a position like that to make a judgment to be like, yeah, he's good enough to play there. But I just think it's something that could work out if the
I don't
manager
think it
did
was.
try it.
I don't think it was a
Yeah.
physicality issue with Trent. I think, like you said, when you're in those areas, you got to
Yeah,
have
tight spaces. You need
everywhere.
to be
Like that's what
press
it is.
resistant. Yeah,
Press
tight
resistant. Being on the
spaces,
ball
press
is a
resistant.
centre
Quick
back and
touches
fullback.
here and there. Yeah, like quick touches here and there. And maybe I'm speaking on this because you see Aiden Heaven in the back three, where he has a lot of space and all that type of stuff. I get that, but I just think in terms of his profile as a player and what we've seen so far, I think he can fit there. I genuinely think he can play at the 6.
The problem is the manager's not going to try it, bro. That's the thing. The manager ain't going to try it. That's
I would try it. But then again, it just puts us. Then if Aiden Heaven, because even then, like saying this right now, from what I know of Aiden Heaven, I'd rather have him play as a center back than in the midfield, because I think if we move him out of the center back position, who else do we have to start? That means we'd have to probably put Maguire there, because it'd be Euro, De Ligt and Mazraoui. Those would be our 3 center backs. So we can actually put them there.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I don't mind Maguire for another season.
Oh Lord, Leon, man, don't.
No, wait. Because remember, when I talk here, it's not what I want. It's what I think.
You tell your face that you ain't trolling. Sorry.
No, I'm not trolling. I swear that I'm not trolling. So,
okay,
I know that, like, if we manage to get rid of, so obviously Lindelof and Eriksson went on a free, right? And we're looking.
And Johnny Evans as well. Johnny Evans left as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 2 centre backs there. Yeah. Obviously, with Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, and Sancho going, I can't really see us moving much more on. Like Malacia is still around.
Well, Maguire's not going anywhere. I agree with that, but he shouldn't be playing
for a season. So if you tell me that you leave Heaven there to develop, you get yourself the midfielders that we want, I can deal with that for a season. Because remember, the goal is not to break top 4 yet. We need to go top 8 first, and then, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I don't mind Maguire next summer moving on. Come on, Flawless. If I had the choice, is he going now? Of course he's going now. I'll play
I know that. I'm just talking about it. Because bear in mind, Leon, we only playing 1 game a week, so we should see him less.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But in a 3, he's not the worst, even though he's terrible, but he's not the worst in a 3. He's better than a 2. But what do you? Are we going to end this window then with no? So it sounds like if there's 2 signings, what? So is this 2 signings after the striker, or is this 2 signings with the striker?
I'm not sure.
No, I think it's just 2 signings from currently right now. After
so I think we want the striker and 1 more, which
sounding kind of horrible, you know. Sounding like we're going to go.
I said it though.
Firepower and then midfielder, no wing backs, nothing.
Yeah. That's what I
goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper I think could be it. So it might be no midfield, it might be a striker or goalkeeper.
We got a tweet yesterday.
Yeah. We got linked to some Belgian goalkeeper, Sen Lemens.
Lemens or whatever.
What is this, a buy and deal swap? What's the deal? Who's
they're just saying that we've made initial contact. That's all they said.
That's the thing I don't know is that is he a backup or is he going to be a starter?
We've got 4 keepers. Why?
Because the rest 2 of them are terrible. That's why.
But then it's also like, so Onana's injured. I think they're maybe looking to bring him in so he can start right away. But then will Onana play when he's fit?
So is Onana going to play DM or what? Like, is he going to we're going to make use of him or what?
No, we shouldn't. There's no use of him.
There's no use of him, man.
You should
have got Butterfingers in that, bro. You know what I mean?
We can't play. Bear in mind he's injured, so if we do get a goalkeeper, that goalkeeper will start the season. Hope he starts it well, and we never see Onana again.
I'm not gonna lie, in the League Cup early rounds and FA Cup, if Onana can play DM and just rest somebody out, I'll take that.
You do it too much.
Why play Onana in DM when you can just go out there and get Amadou Onana, who can actually play in DM?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the real Onana.
From when he left Everton, like I was saying, when he was at Everton, we should have went and got him 100%. And these are some of the names Kaneki's put up: Sarabia, Enzo, Millet, Stiller, Leandro Barrero, Nicola Moro. Did they need more names of ball progressing 6/8s? They're just terrible at their job. We know this. You know what I'm saying?
We need Kaneki on that list that Trump would have put out. He got all the names.
And this is it, Leon, in regards to the goalkeeper. Understand Manchester United have made initial contact to be informed of deal conditions for 23-year-old goalkeeper Sen Lemens. Royal Antwerp goalkeeper among main names on Manchester United list if they decide to go for a new goalkeeper this summer. Dibu Martinez also an option, but more expensive. I don't know.
So they haven't decided yet. They haven't even decided yet.
He seems. I think he's initial. I think Lamens is number one, but like he was just again on the list.
Apparently, he's 17 mil. That Lemons. That's what I've heard. Apparently, they were set around 17 mil. That's what I've
17 or
heard.
7
All
or
I'm
7
seeing is
0.
17, but one's
Oh,
1
7.
7.
Oh yeah. That's that. That's calm.
he's 6
Go
foot
get him.
4. He's 23 years old.
Go get him, man.
He plays for the Royal Antwerp.
So-
He's played for Club Brugge.
Go get
He
him.
only had 2
So this
appearances.
sounds like Bayern is going to get a last minute loan. Then that's probably what's
Yeah,
going
man.
on.
Bayern they can leave as long as they not playing. Cool. Him, Onana, have Heat in his backup alongside Semler. Just go get Emi Martinez.
Yeah, man.
Smart.
Buy him
mad,
dear,
you know what it is?
buy him, please. More like
The way
that,
that we waste
like,
money,
buy him,
man.
please.
If that Matty Kovac had stayed, yeah, no, I won't even have to stress right now. Man.
Oh
It's
my
mad.
god!
It's just a waste of money, man. All that money, that 40 mil, is crazy, man.
10
What you saying,
fucking
Eddie?
hog strikes again.
10 hog.
Think about this, right? You have him. You have the left. I think his left wing back going to Madrid,
Yeah, Alvaro. Yeah,
Alvaro, and you look at our current setup and how those players. Well, to be honest, I don't know with Amram, but those players could be competing for spots right now at our club.
100%.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
100%.
Like for me, when it comes to this striker thing, like striker is the last of my worries.
yes.
Right? I think the goalkeeper, then the midfielder, and then the striker should be the priority. And when I look at the names of goalkeepers that we're attached to, I'm gonna be real and say I don't like it, but Onana is such a disgrace to the continent that I have to settle for whatever I can get.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, if I'm and again the saddest part was Amram saying that shit about the midfield. Like, brother, it's your fault it looks like this. Plain and simple. Especially for the DMs that we have to play, who pretty much operate as center backs as well, because it's their job just to win the ball back and distribute it to that front five practically that we're playing. So how it looks now, I'm in a wait and see type of mood, right? It's Rashford free day 2, so the positivity is overflowing, but I'm still not comfortable with like the direction that we're taking in this transfer window a bit.
I'm not comfortable, bro. I gotta be honest.
If you do get the striker, a midfielder, and a goalkeeper, I'm fine with that. We get those 3. I'm like, all right.
That I will say. Yeah, that I
Huh?
will say. All I'm saying is
Depends on who
to
for
spend
me.
big money.
Of course, they have to be of a standard. Eddie, you
Like,
don't
it can't
quite.
be Jackson. It can't be Jackson.
No. They have to be of a quality, of course.
Yeah.
Hopefully that midfielder don't get. Hopefully that midfielder doesn't get injured as well when we bring him in. Because if he gets injured at one midfielder, then we're back to square one again. Because, like I said, after seeing that pre-season game as well, it wasn't just we all know what Bruno's like. We all know that the guy is not disciplined. We all know the guy likes to play as a 10. And I rate Cunha and then Bemo, but the problem is that Bruno is going to try and occupy Cunha's spot. He's going to try and occupy the same spaces that Cunha likes to occupy, because we all know Cunha at times likes to drop deep and to to receive the ball, and drive with the ball. But the problem was, and I saw it in the Leeds game, is that Bruno was trying to get in Cunha's way. You get it in that 10. So defensively he's a liability, because we can get hit on counterattacks, and also like he tries and get in other players' way when it's like how England play with like Jude and Kane and Foden. Since they got too many players like dropping deep and stuff, they get in each other's way. You get it?
This is the problem.
When they try and break down teams. So that's the problem that we are going to have with having Bruno in this team.
This
Go on,
guy
Eddie.
does not coach. From the looks of it, he is.
Yo, Eddie, you've gone there quiet, Eddie.
Oh my
You've gone
God!
quiet,
How I
Eddie.
sound
There
now?
you go. Yeah, you're better now. Yeah, that's better. That's
Yeah,
better.
this
Go
guy
on.
does
Yeah.
not coach.
Hmm.
This is what it looks like. He's looking like he does not coach. We have said it for years on this platform. You must hold Bruno accountable. his play style is a detriment to overall team success. The only time he's looked somewhat decent is when he's been restrained. Meaning, operate this area, that area, don't go out of there. Play this pass, play that pass, don't get crazy. And unfortunately, it's usually the tactics where we sit back, we don't go on the attack, right? We play defensively, and he just launches through balls and lob passes over the top. Like, that's what makes him somewhat effective. You cannot play him in one of the 10s.
No.
Technically, he cannot receive the ball and do something with it. If people have to watch Bruno, right? He's like he's a quick action player.
Yeah.
He cannot dictate a game because mentally he doesn't see the game in such a fashion that allows him to, right? Like, he can't receive the ball, scan for a moment, keep players off of him, make a simple pass. He can't do that. Bruno has to see space that he can kick a pass into, and then he seems somewhat effective. But that's why I'm saying this midfield, and for Amorim to say that, and again, this is why I wish I was in these meetings about the Bruno situation. For you to say this and put him back out there. Hot fudge Sunday, Flaws. I'll save you the monster. Hot fudge Sunday.
Buzz turns like a truck as well, bro.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And so again, he's gonna get himself cooked. That's all I'm gonna say. If he continues down this path as he's going down, and it's only preseason, he's going to put himself in the crock pot. He's going to turn the dial to 10. He's going to put the spices and all that on himself. Brother, it's not looking good.
Nope.
You sound clueless, and you sound like a manager who cannot see the forest from the street. Hey, shout out Cam. You feel me?
Yo, Cam.
My dog Cam. Don't worry, brother. Don't worry, brother.
That's why I call it out.
Havertz and Martinelli. Yeah. Oh, no. Havertz and Madueke up front. We will be there.
Yeah, but that's why I call it out, Flawless. But this is why I sent you this, Flawless, and that's why I told you about this, because obviously a lot of people would just, you know what I mean, hide the comment. A lot of people would have not seen the comment. Man said a progressive midfielder that needs to break the lines and not.
He mentioned both things that we need. So he mentioned the lack of pace in there, which we do have on the defensive side of things, because he says we have a lack of pace, especially in the middle of the park. And he also mentioned having a progressive midfielder who can break the lines. So if we would have sold Bruno, we could have signed two midfielders who both help with the pace in the park, and then you sign actually both, even though you'd have one who's better you could have one who's better in regards to the pace side of the game, but they both good at it. And then you have one who's better at progressing the ball, but they both good at it. So if you go and get Baliba, for example, and we'll just use Douglas Luiz, for example, that helps with that. Yep. Yes. They both mobile enough. Of course, Baliba's quicker and does the better defensive role, but then Baliba can play the ball through the lines too, but Douglas Luiz is better at that, for example. I'm just throwing out that name. Yes. I'm not saying go get Douglas Luiz, people. Or Adam Wharton, for example, that people wax lyrical about. The point is I'm making, you could have solved these two issues. Did you not know these was the issues when you was begging Bruno to stay? That's what I want to know. And then who's questioning him on this? When he say, and also when the board, because it wasn't just Amorim's decision to keep Bruno, it was the board's decision. So when the board's discussing this with Amorim and discussing this internally between themselves, does this not come up? Did they not realize this was a problem? And people wonder why I have an issue with his ownership. When you get absolute dumb shit like this. Just absolute, this is just a complete circus.
Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox, bro.
After the first preseason game when we all knew this was an issue all season long. Everyone knows Manchester United lack pace all across the field, in particular in the midfield. Everyone knows Manchester United need a midfielder who are midfielders. Let me pluralize that. Midfielders who can progress the ball.
Yes.
And you had the chance to sell. Bruno does none of that. He don't progress the ball well, and he's not mobile. So what does he offer in your midfield that you begged him to stay? And why was that question not posed to this manager? Why does this manager think this? And people wonder why I'm against the manager, this ownership, and these players.
Why we letting him make the
Oh, he's got your punching TVs, bro. He's got your punching TVs in the changing room and that, bro. He's got you too. He's got you punching TVs and that, but yeah.
You out here looking like you want to cry. You out here looking absolutely stressed in post-match and pre-match interviews. Got you talking about if I'm not the guy, I'll leave. You got talking about I'll resign if I'm not wanted here. Got you talking about the struggle. I always talking about the struggle, man.
Bruno did not want to be here. That's the funniest part. That's the funniest part.
There's a saying in life, yeah, talk less, do more, and that's what he needs to do. Simple.
Yeah.
I like
you know what I mean? At the end of the day, yeah, I seen Double A had a howler last night as well. That was a howler performance.
What howler? What did he say about what?
Howler. Like
What
saying you don't hold any accountability to the manager and it's the bot. That's a howler, bro. Like this start, it needs to stop being recognized. It needs to stop being spoken about online from floors. It's horrible, man. 3 points for the last 3 months or something. 3 points a month.
Don't do that. 3 points in the last 5 months.
3 points. 3 points a month or 3 points for the 5 months?
No, 3 points per month. We got 15 points in the 5 months.
None of them
so we average 1 win per game.
Conceding 2 goals a game.
Tell me that the manager needs all his players. Yeah. We got 15 points from January till May. Yeah. So we average 1 win per month.
This delusion as well about no one else can come in and do better. Shut up. Stop all this rubbish delusion because there's managers in Bundesliga second division that can do better. There's managers in Italy that can do better. There's managers in the Prem and the Championship and League One that can do better. This is like
it's nonsense.
It's rubbish.
It's nonsense.
You know what I mean? Like, rubbish. People have basically like you will never ever ever blind me. If there's 1,000 people stood there saying to me the manager needs a system, I say I don't care what you lot say. Like, it's rubbish. Like there's basic football. Like, I can't even see him managing the players and coaching the players that we've got. So you don't deserve anything. Do something.
You have to prove to us, bro. You have to prove to us, bro. This is why I'm tired of all these managers saying, "Oh, I need this place to do this. I need this place to do this. I need it." No. Coach with what you have. Coach with what you have, bro. I seen Unai Emery get freaking Aston Villa from 17th. That was Steven Gerrard's team, by the way, in mid-season, and that team was rubbish.
Rewind that. Say that again back from the top about Aston Villa so people hear. Say that louder for people in the back.
Aston Villa in mid-season, Unai Emery took a scrubby team in mid-season. Unai Emery took Aston Villa from 17th to 7th. And that was when Steven Gerrard were having these men relegated in mid-season. They was in the relegation zone.
So you're telling me he took a team battling relegation from 17th to a European
to 7th.
And he only signed one player in January, and I think it was like a left back or something.
Yeah,
but this guy needs all these players to play well. All right, and people don't go look at that Villa team. When Gerrard was there, nobody was looking at that team and saying it's a European side. Nobody looked at that side. It was deemed that they could get relegated because they're a championship level side. So how does a side go from a deemed borderline Premier League championship side to a European side?
Actually, very close to being PSG as well. Very, very close to PSG.
And then obviously we've seen what he's done after that. But that season solely that he's talking about, they went from 17th to 7th. Because if you would have told the Villa fan, he's going to keep you lot up and you lot will finish 14th, they would have been like, yeah, cool. Because it looked like it was a possibility they was going to get relegated. Strong possibility. No one was like, yo, they're too good to go down. What a magical side. Go look at that Villa side he took over.
Yeah.
It
will rub that Villa side flawless. They will rub that Villa side, bro. I remember these man had that injury prone Coutinho and that team was rubbed flawless, and he got them from 17th to 7th. Eddie Howe got Newcastle from 19th to 11th in mid-season, and then got them Champions League. Got them Champions League the following season, bro. Like, let's stop doing this. Let's stop doing this, man.
make fucking excuses for this manager, yo. Like coaching don't matter. Of course, the players are not good enough. We are all fully aware of that. We are all fully aware of that.
Hey, Flawless, I gotta cut out
Yeah.
to a meeting, my guys. I'm
Blessings,
gonna catch
fam.
y'all though.
Yeah, I gotta cut too.
Every time,
All right,
man.
now.
Yo, Sheik, I message you back as well. I hear you back here. Oh, you lot, make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. Let me add Sheik. I forgot. Let me add Sheik's link.
Big up, ManDem.
People, big up, man. Every single time. I think we pretty much covered everything. Let me add Sheik's channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The thing is as well, yeah, it's like if we're gonna do the whole every player has to be there and every piece of the puzzle has to be this, and it doesn't work if you don't do this, then it's like, okay, cool. So you want a manager, so you only want managers. So basically, you want inconsistency as a football club. Then that's basically what you want, because if you're going to do that, then let's just say I am the next manager from Amarin. I come in now and I say the same thing, and I say I can't do anything until I've got what I want. That's going to take a 2-3 transfer process to get everything that I want. So then, what do you want to win? A trophy every 3 years and then be shit for 2 years, and then a trophy. What do you want your football club to look like? Coaching is a basic, like, you earn your money from coaching. You're a football coach. You're a manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Really and truly, you're not a manager. You're a football coach, because you haven't got to do any of the other stuff. So you're a football coach. Of course, like, management is people's emotions and making sure and like knowing how to manage certain players when in regards to like one player needs to kick up the arse, another player needs an arm around the shoulder, blah, 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 blah. But the bread and butter is the coaching side. The bread and butter is being able to be in different situations and being able to adapt and to get results and to put players on at the right time and to make sure the training's on point and the tactics and stuff like that. So it's like, what do we want? Like, it's not, so I think at the end of the day, we're so used to, I think United fans are still, I don't think United fans know what they want, and I don't think they know the landscape of the game, innit? I think half of the fan base is still looking for a Fergie, and then the other fan base are kind of so lost in the transition of football. It's like, do you know what this is like with United? It's like, you know, when like my dad grew up in an era where it was like the first person on the street to have a colour TV, and then like you look at, trust me, this is old school England, and it's like, now technology, some people just can't handle it because they're like, oh my god, it's just all mad. Do you know what I mean? Like this whole having a phone and being able to ring people and be able to go on the internet and ask them questions and ChatGPT, it's blown my mind. And it's like United have just gone, yeah, we're still that old school. I get the news in the newspaper and I send a pigeon to send a message to somebody else. And do you know what I'm saying? It's like times have evolved now. The game has changed. You don't have to have one player that saves the day for everybody. And you don't have to have one manager that gets everything that he wants and it works. Football has changed completely. Like if you look at like what we like right now, we're 15th. So we only need players that can competently play 7 out of 10 every week to go to 8th or to 6th. There's not that much of a jump. It's 3-4 game win, yeah. And we just need a manager that we look at it and we go, I can buy into that. Right now, if you say to me, yo, sell me Ruben Amorim's project and why he should be manager, I can't sell it to you. There's not enough.
There's nothing to sell.
I can't sell it to you. When Flawless turns around and says to me, yeah, that's all goodly on what you're saying, I could go on for now. There's this, that Amorim potential, blah, blah, and him goes, yeah, but 3 points every month for 5 months.
That says it all. Look, losing 3 times against Tottenham, bro. Losing 3 times against Tottenham, bro.
That final kind of showed us everything about him. Like that final was.
Yeah, man put on Diego Dallo in the 71st minute when we needed a goal and put on Kobe Mainoo in the 90th minute. How are you going to put an attack on in the 90th minute? You're going to put Dallo on in the 70th.
In January, the only Premier League game we won was Arsenal alive. We won 2 games in January. So we beat Southampton 3-1, and then we beat Fulham 1-0. February. Let me see. Oh yeah, I was right because we didn't win a Premier League match in February because we lost to Palace 2-0, lost to Spurs 1-0, drew away at Everton 2-2. Oh, I tell a lie. We beat Ipswich 3-2. So there we go. Yeah, but onto March. Just trying to check.
No, I'll let you.
We beat Leicester in March. Yeah, just making sure about this. Right.
Take the results out of it then, because people love to do the GA and results and stuff.
April we didn't have. Just making sure I got it right. Yeah, April we didn't win a Premier League game. 0-0 at home to City. 4-1 loss away at Newcastle. 1-0 loss at home to Wolves. Drew away at Bournemouth. That's all of April. So I was right. Yeah, 5 games. So, and then May we beat Villa on the last day of the season.
Yeah. So take the results out of it. Yeah. And then give me something else to buy into away from the results. This is not like Klopp's first season. When Klopp's first season, I think they finished fourth or fifth. I think it was fourth, wasn't it?
Fourth, yeah. I think it was fourth.
Straight away what Liverpool fans are buying into. I could see even the games when they were losing 4-3. I was like, do you know what? They could have nicked that, or they played well, or they hit the crossbar here, or I could see them like they're just lacking a bit of quality up front, or they're just lacking someone to put the pieces here. There's just not enough to buy into. So don't try and sell me this bullshit thing about, oh yeah, no, Leon, you have to stick with what you've gotten until he gets everything that he wants. And oh yeah, do you know what? He's dealing with players from Mourinho and blah blah blah. Like, bro, like you've got enough. You have enough to make top 6. You have more than enough. Like you have more than like Areola and De Zerbi come in now and they get top 6. And we're like, oh my god, they're amazing. Like
Van Gaal managed to make it where? How come Van Gaal managed to make it where with a whole leap of leaf player, Tyler Blackett and Valera and them, man? Like, come on, bro. Let's stop doing this, bro. Let's stop doing this. Like, and this is why all I have asked is that I want the next manager after Amorim. I just want a manager that can coach the players that we've signed this season and last season, and the decent players that are in our squad, like Ahmad and Mainu, etc. That's all I want. That's all I want the next manager to do, bro. None of this. Oh, I need all of my pieces. No, bro. Because I've seen managers with lesser teams, or equally lesser teams, got best out of these players. I've seen Inzaghi get the best out of freaking Thuram and freaking Acerbi, a 37-year-old Acerbi. Yeah, yeah, and Dumfries and them man there. So don't tell me nothing about Inzaghi's working with a whole heap of 37 and 35-year-old players, bro, at Inter. And he won stuff with Inter Milan. So don't give me that excuse either, bro. You get me?
It's just poor. It's like I want a coach, because despite people saying like the squad's rubbish, yeah, it's honestly, guys, it's not that bad. Like you were saying yesterday, Flawless, about United fans will kick off if they have Brighton squad. We haven't got Brighton squad. It doesn't matter how bad you think people are in the wrong age and profile and blah blah blah. Yeah. There's enough quality here to go and compete in the top 4 with the right manager right now.
Yes.
Because I've seen teams go like Bournemouth have no right to go do what they do. Brighton have no right to go do what they do. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Even Newcastle on the way up, it's just consistency. Isn't it?
Nuno. Forest, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
No one expected Nuno to have the season he had. Because if our front three was Alanga, you know what it would be? If our 3 options was Alanga, Cho, and Chris Wood, it would be deemed it's not good enough and we need better.
Imagine if you said to somebody now, Chris Wood, so when he was at Burnley, and he said, in a few years' time he's gonna have a good coach and they'll end up in close to getting Champions League. You'd think you'd be like, bro, you stop smoking crack, bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But this is what good managers can do. Do you know what I mean? With a system. So like,
because that's what works there. Because you look at their midfield, like with Yates and the others, I'm trying to think over midfielders. Obviously, Gibbs White is a quality player, but
Anderson as well.
We had Yates and Anderson in our pivot.
But Murillo and people like that quality. Do you know what I mean? But you've only got a few.
Yeah, Murillo's a good centre back. Ado, I think, is a very, very good fullback. But then again, I look at that and I go, Yoro's a good centre back. The Lit's a good centre back.
Yeah, but this is a perfect example. I know 2 seasons ago, with people say it's rubbish. People are sending back to the champs. Yeah, quality, bro. I would right back in the league. Like quality.
Yeah, quality.
So that's what a good coach does. So at the end of the day, I don't really want to hear it. Amarin, you deal with what you've got. The good thing with Ineos is that. One of the only good things is that they're signing players that can outlive the manager. These players can play in another system. So I'm not that worried that if he goes, do you know what I mean? But I just feel like pull the plug. Don't be doing this whole, we didn't give him a chance. So now with his players, we've got to give him the whole season. No.
That's why I like the Eddie Howe's and Thomas Franks. That's why I like them kind of coaches, bro. None of this, we need every single player in every single position, like that. Like they just coach, bro. Eddie Howe, Thomas Frank, Glasner, all of these man, they just coach with what they have dealt with. Glasner lost Olise, and what happened? They won the FA Cup, bro, and they finished near mid-table, bro. So
yeah, man. What's the when's the transfer window close?
To 31st of August, I think it is.
Oh, we got time.
31st of September, 31st of August. So there's still time to bring in players.
Yeah, they just need to. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to move the assets on to then try and release a bit more of the fees they can put down on players. They just need to. Talks need to be with the midfielders like now, pretty much over the next week or ongoing. They probably are talking to a few midfielders. They probably are. They're probably because with Ineos, one thing with them is they're trying to do things in the order that they want to do them. I don't know if people have clocked that. They only do things in the order that they see fit. They have a plan. They try and stick to that. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're trying to get the more difficult signings out the way, and then they think the easiest ones will come through. But you can be working on multiple deals, as you always say, at the same time, Flawless. Like, there's no reason right now why we couldn't go get a lone midfielder, or we couldn't go get, do you know what I'm trying to say, somebody else in. So it'll be interesting to see. But without that, the one player in the midfield, I don't think is good enough. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's good enough. We can survive till January, but it's not what I want to see whatsoever. No. It only takes a couple of injuries, and we're when you're asking Agate to play out.
It's a different, bro. It's horrific, bro. Like I said, one midfielder isn't enough. 4 signings isn't enough. Like on top of Mbeumo and Cunha, 4 more signings have to come in. They have to. They have to come in. Especially that midfield, 2 midfielders. Because if one midfielder gets injured, if the midfielder that we sign gets injured, then we're back to square one again. And I cannot be having that. I cannot be having that. So Ineos just needs to just do what they need to do. Otherwise, it's looking very spooky. Because
the other thing as well is we're very reliant on certain players as well within if he's going to play this system, because it's like we know that like Dallo and Mazraoui is a bit weird now. It's one of them needs to really play centre back, right? I don't want to see them on the wing back.
Dallo should be backup centre back, to be honest.
But you know for a fact he's going to play Ahmad on one of them lot as wing back. I know that.
It's Ahmad, and I think Dallo plays over the other side.
And then he's going to play Dorgu. Is he going to play that new kid as a replacement left back? He's going to.
I think it'll be Ahmad right wing back, and I think Dallo goes left wing back. I think that's what he'll do.
And then you got Dorgu, and then the new kid.
Dorgu on the bench. Yeah, they'll both be on the bench. Yeah.
I don't mind having a young kid like the kid. What's it called, Diego or something?
Diego Leon. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'd play him over Dallo. Dallo shouldn't start.
Yeah, I don't mind having a young kid if you say like, look, we've got young wing backs, but it's like that right side is an issue for me, because if Ahmad's out, it's dead. It's absolute trash. Because then the fans are going to be saying, "Oh, Cunha and Mbeumo, they should be doing it all," and it's like everything has to coexist together. Like then you've still got like. Luke Shaw. We're not really going to sign centre backs. I think we'll be all right.
No.
I think Luke Shaw. But I just feel like going weak on that midfield. I've just got a funny feeling like if we go for the striker and not the midfield, we're going to struggle because we're vacating the park still.
Yeah, yes, we'll see. And big up to be. I trust me. I hear you. It all needs to be addressed. Big up to BFC as well, man. Birmingham City fan. Shout out to the pride of Birmingham, man. Good to see a Birmingham City fan in the chat, man. Pride of the second city, man. Shout out Birmingham City every single time. Big up Flawless and the panel. Appreciate the super chat, man. Big up, man. Appreciate the super chat. Just to say big up. So
Flawless, who would you get? Let's just say that. Let's just say you get to choose one midfielder that's 40-50 million, a down payment of 10-15, or you've got to pick. That's how they do it.
I was hoping you were still listening, nephew. Because he a Villa fan, that's why. So I was hoping he was still listening when I was saying that.
Wow.
That's why.
I might just popped up rapid, you know.
I know you
triggered. Rapid.
I was hoping that he was still I didn't know. That's why I went overboard with the Birmingham City.
You knew he was there.
Yeah. I just like, I hope he's still there.
Oh, that's the troll. That's mad. But yeah.
Sorry. Go on. What's your question? Bad.
I mean, they're going to spend, 60-80 million on a striker. Okay, cool. Let's just say that Anthony goes and releases 15 million that he can spend. Yeah. Sancho with a 20. Let's just say you get one midfielder that's 40-50 million or one that's bargain in the window. What would you...
Here's what I'd say, because you asked me about
who would you have your eyes on, sort of thing?
Definitely striker Mateta, 110% without doubt. Striker Mateta, because I don't think he cost a lot. I think he cost 40, 50, like 60.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot for Palace to spend as well. It's good for them to
have. So I think so. That goalkeeper, I've said go get Emi Martinez. I think he'd be like 40 million.
That's on the price, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 40 M's. That's why I'd be like 40. I'd be like, not if we sell. I think. Do you bring in 40 million?
If you get it down to the wire, looking at 25 and stuff like, I think you got to go get.
We need to sign him again. We ain't negotiating from a position of power. Go get him.
Well,
I look at him like I look at him.
I think who else is going to pay 25 plus for Emi Martinez around the world.
Yeah, I think they're happy. I don't think they're looking to get. They're happy to keep him. That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
I thought it was. Oh, really? Is it one
Oh,
of those?
like they've sold, because they sold their women's club to sort out the PSR, but he wants to move. To me, you go get Emi Martinez because he gives us £40 million worth of improvement in the side. Midfielder, there's no standout. There's no one in the Premier League I look at to go get, because you mentioned price. I really like Baliba, but Baliba would be very expensive. That's why I
Same
think
with Wharton as well.
I think if you sold Bruno, I think you get Bremo for nothing. I think you get Baliba for like 70 million. And if you would have sold Bruno, it's nothing. Because then you could use that and then go and sign someone else alongside him.
What about someone of the profile of that Fulham kid that we didn't get? Is there anyone else?
Oh, it's Sanderberg.
Sanderberg. I've been saying we should have got him last summer.
Because I know. Because
there's no one else. I don't know anyone like that in the Prem.
ManDem are rubbish in Paulinho loan. I'll take a Paulinho loan. I'll take that as a loan.
It's one of them. I want someone who's because we kept Bruno. I want a controller in there. That's what I prefer. I want a progressive passer.
You want someone that's going to sit there and progressive pass, okay? Because
we can't play out.
I think we need a ball carrier as well. I think
we need both. Because we need both. Because if we could have got two, then we could have got everything that we required in a partnership. But we have to sacrifice certain, because there isn't a midfielder out there who's mobile, can get across the ground, strength, good on the half turn, can progress the ball, can control the ball, can ball carry. That midfielder don't exist.
Well, there is one, but he ain't coming back. There's one, he ain't coming back.
Who does all of that? So it's very. How much would that player cost to me? That player, so you have to sacrifice something. So because we're playing three at the back, sacrifice the defensive nous in there and have someone who can progress the ball.
So So what's Douglas Luiz? He can do the little bit of that.
Yeah, he can do that. Yeah. Douglas Luiz.
I'll take him.
I said this, if they were paying 100% of the wages him on loan, because he's technically good and he progresses the ball left foot, right foot. We need a controller type in there.
Yeah, you know what, as well, yeah. This is a big season. This is a big season for him to show, because you've got different. Like if you look at the profiles of midfielders that he's left with: Casemiro, Bruno, Collier, Maino, Agate, and possibly one more, maybe two. He has to know how to use the pieces, man. You can't be putting Bruno and Maino in the double pivot. You can't be doing. You can't be doing stuff like that. It may be in a certain game you could, but not most games. You can't be doing that.
And the thing is, he gonna do that, man. I'm telling you,
he's gonna do that, man. He's gonna do that.
We don't see, even though you don't rate Maino, but we'll see it. But it'll be like Bruno Cass, Bruno Agate, and it will just stink as well.
Is actually like not that bad, you know.
Hey, pride of Birmingham, child Birmingham City. Sorry, if it ain't blue, it ain't true when it comes to Brum. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying Collier is not that bad, but I just don't think he's like levels. Like he's not amazing at everything, innit? Do you know what I mean? He's okay, innit? Like so.
I want us to give Cornet. I want us to give Cornet a chance as well, because I don't think we've seen enough.
Here we go. It looks like we might do it all. Sorry to cut you off, King. Manchester United are set to focus on new signings in other areas in no particular order. Okay. The goalkeeper department, a defensive midfielder is on the agenda, and a new striker. Right, we might actually do the business because the athletic's reliable. It's about time. It's about fucking time, man. It's about fucking time. It's about.
Do you know what though? That's funny.
Right.
I knew that it wasn't going to be. I knew it wasn't going to be like when Cunha came in, and I've seen Said. This is why I keep saying Said, stop melting down, man. Because I knew it wasn't going to be.
He's been calm, to be honest, from what I've seen. Has he been a meltdown?
Because every day he's vexed. Like, oh, it's not happening. It's not. I knew it because, like, if you think about it, one thing that you have to consider is we do have some really hard assets to move on. That's the tricky part. We have some really tricky, expensive, overpriced players to move on, and I just feel like we'll have to sacrifice in some area, but I just feel like this window, the midfield, you don't have to go gun-ho on the midfield. Like, just go and buy somebody that fills the gap for a couple of seasons, that maybe has the potential to go sit on the bench and be a good player. You don't have to get your creme de la creme Baleba right now. You can get away with like with them times we were linked with like Sander Berge and Ndidi and Paulinho with somebody else. Well, it's the two. You can do that. And that's what I hope they do. I just got a feeling they're going to go one player. But wasn't there a sort of 10 playmaker guy was linked with from like Portugal at one time, something like that, like Javier or something like that, or not Xavi Simons. Is it Xavi Simons? Was linked with somebody for a while ago, innit?
Because we get linked with so many, I had to hear you as possible. And here's breaking news. Good job you stayed on, because I'm going to close out shortly. There is a very good chance that Rasmus Højlund leaves Manchester United this summer. That's from my own team. Hey, I love that.
Where?
Yeah, about time again.
I don't care where. Just get the hell out of here. Shout out Ornstein, man. You know what I'm saying? I said Ornstein, I'm staying with my firstborn after you.
No, that's hilarious. That's funny.
Hey, Ornstein coming up. Hey, you know what? If we do this, fantastic. If at least the reports are saying they've addressed the 3 areas I've said, so I'm happy about that. And there's a very good chance.
What's his wages? That's the big one. What's his wages?
Hoyland's he's not expected. I tell you now, it's not a lot though.
Hoyland's on 85k, I think 85k a week.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's not on a lot at all.
If he's on
85k, they're saying, yeah. So it's not
that's a loan. Loan that, boom.
I don't care. Leave, whether it's temporarily or permanently, get him gone. Because what people fail to realize, and I keep stating this, as of right now, Rasmus Hoyland is our first choice number 9.
You have to loan.
Yes,
he's our first because Amorim will pick him. So therefore, move him on. That is a critical area, not more critical, not less critical than the other areas. To me, it's all critical. Hoyland, Onana, and our midfield is equally as bad. If people want to prioritize, get them all sorted. Because if we get 2 and not all 3, problems.
And that's
problems.
That's the thing as well, yeah. He's going to hold up Cheeto's development as well now because we don't need like Zertsky. Guys, if the manager is smart, play Zertsky, he'll ball out next season because we need that role to play.
If the manager's what did you say, Leon?
So if the manager was smart,
see, what you're saying is smart. I hear you, Leon. Xerxes fits with Cunha and Bremo, but we know we ain't gonna see it. Hoyland went 20 games without a goal, and the manager still persisted with him.
Yeah, that's why we're not going to probably go for Mateta because probably Amorim doesn't want Mateta.
You probably don't, you know. Probably wants Jackson. He's probably pushing the Jackson move.
Yeah.
Probably pushing for fucking Chelsea's 3rd choice striker. Probably
Mateta is another one what would suit it perfectly. But again, he wouldn't obviously want Mateta. He would want like a Jackson like front.
Absolutely, that's an absolute joke too. But news as well, people. I'll be back live later on tonight anyway. What we got coming up? The fan calling show 11 p.m. So I'm sure we're discussing that. ManDem United tomorrow, Manchester United, Manchester City show with that joke man, gaslighter extraordinaire Vader as well. But Leon, shout out your channel. Let them know what you got coming up. Everything, the running club, everything. I see you out here doing, big things on the socials and that, or posting about doing big things. I should say, love to see it.
Yeah, man. I'm just locked in on what I'm doing work-wise with boxing, and then obviously the movement UK, my community. So if you're anywhere in like Birmingham, Nottingham, Midlands, and you want to get involved in like a community of like-minded people, networking, some serious networking going on as well, and you want to get fitter, get running, walking, whatever, man, join us, the Movement UK. Check out our content. But apart from that, good to see you still growing your channel. Good to see King as well, and hopefully, I'm going to patiently wait for some players, but I'm not.
This is good news, though. This is good news.
What?
This is good news, though. I'm saying the news about the 3 us looking at a goalkeeper, a striker, a defensive midfielder, and also that Hoyland could leave as well.
The one thing that I'm not, the one thing I never get like agged about is with Ineos is they do quite get their business done. I like how we're not hitting rumor bombed with every signing. Like sometimes they'll just be like, cool, it's done, or with United have submitted a deal or blah blah blah. So I'd rather keep it quiet. I think we've been conditioned to like get news every day that's like, do you know what I'm saying? Like Mbuemo's agent went for a coffee and a sandwich this morning. Brilliant. Like I need to just get on with my life. Like it's not, do you know what I mean? I'm not bothered. So man, hopefully, and I'm cool with this crop of players that we're bringing through. If it doesn't work out with the manager, just cut it. Get somebody else in who can coach, and I think the squad could do all right. I think it could do all right. So
I think if we do sign those 3, my optimism going into the season, even despite the dislike for the manager and because he's not very good, I do think we'll do well.
The squad's all right. It's a bit light on numbers, but the squad's all right. Like the actual players, it's not that bad. Do you know what I mean?
It is. Well, people, we're gonna close out. Love to everyone that's locked in. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, please, on the channel, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. Don't forget we're available on all audio platforms as well: Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. So you can listen audio only. And yes, nephew, I did see United lowered it. So we lowered the Garnacho price. Hoyland could leave. We're looking at a goalkeeper. We're looking at a defensive midfielder. We're looking at a striker. Hey, man, you know, let's see, man. Maybe
That's it
Saeed
to
was
it,
back
man.
yesterday, man. Maybe we winning it all, man. Maybe we winning it all. Nah, he didn't say that. I'm joking. I love to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna redirect Sava as well. So put Sarcasm City
Big
TV
up,
rated
Sava.
in the chat. Big up, salute.